they're just sort of expecting, the quarterback situation has been bad basically since Kyle's been there, and they keep winning obviously, but something always happens with the quarterback and it becomes unstable, and I think that it's a little bit of PTSD, but I think overall everybody's pretty happy with him out here, at least from what I know.
All right, Week 7 preview. We will roll on here. Baseball will get you updated in the overnight with all the post-game analysis, with scores and analysis with the overnight crew into the weekend edition. Will Houston rip off a third straight win in Arlington on the road? Don't forget, remember when the Washington Nationals in 2019 won the World Series? Well, in that series, guess what? The visiting team won in every single game. It's a rarity, and who will forget Howie Kendrick's home run for the Nats, who got the World Championship in 2019. We're coming back on Sports Overnight America, Sports Byline. Keep it here.
The new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium is here. Switch to my plan from Verizon at your local store today, and you'll get the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro on us with unlimited ultimate when you trade in any iPhone, any model, any condition. Guaranteed. Yep, even the old phone in your pocket right now. It's your Verizon. $999.99, 128 gigabyte only. Device payment purchase or full retail purchase with new smartphone line on unlimited ultimate plan required. Less $1,000 trade-in or promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR.
Life insurance is one of those things that just about everybody needs, but few people actually have. Hey, if you die unexpectedly without life insurance, guess what? You'll leave your family with even a bigger mess. Life insurance will help replace your family's income. It'll help cover burial expenses. Life insurance can even help pay off debt like credit cards and medical bills. Life insurance can even pay for college. And if you own a business and you die, life insurance can help your business from collapsing. It can even help cover estate taxes. Life insurance has never been more affordable and needed. Plus, you can always shop around even if you have a plan and save some money. So call the Life Insurance Quote Line right now for free pricing information.
800-915-9654. 800-915-9654. 800-915-9654. That's 800-915-9654.
Want even more excitement on game day? It's time to get on Prize Picks, the best way to win big on fantasy sports. Here's how it works. Just pick 2 to 6 players and choose more or less on their stats. If you get them right, you can win up to 25 times your cash. It's quick and easy to make your picks, and with fast and safe deposits and withdrawals, Prize Picks is the place to play this season. Prize Picks has awesome weekly promotions, and they're the only daily fantasy platform with an injury insurance policy, keeping you in the game even if one of your players goes down. Sweat it out, watch your entry update in real time, and continue the fun by making picks on second half and fourth quarter stats. Take your game day experience to the next level with Prize Picks. And right now, when you go to prizepicks.com/byline and use code byline, Prize Picks is matching your first deposit up to $100. That's prizepicks.com/byline with code byline for a 100% deposit match. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
A psoriasis flare-up can make a walk in the park, well, no walk in the park.
It's that obvious, huh? I've tried so many.
Please stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240 are back with another high school football matchup in the Sandrock Concrete High School Football Game of the Week. And now we take you to the stadium for all the action with our broadcast team of Mark Means and Dave Clark.
edition of the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Tonight we greet you from Dave Pawlanski Field in Poland as the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week pits the Struthers Wildcats, who are 7-2, against the Poland Bulldogs, who are 8-1. And Dave, both of these teams come into today's play at 4-1 in the NE8. They need some help from Hubbard tonight. If Hubbard were to upset South Range, then the winner of this game would get a share of the NE8 title with South Range.
Yeah, and they got to do a lot of wishing. I should know, but I'm telling you, that South Range team is something. But this game tonight, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, 8-1, 7-2. It's a big game, regardless of how you look at it, whether you get a share or not. It's a rivalry. And you know how rivalry games are, so I'm looking for a lot of fireworks tonight.
And this is a rivalry for us here, as you mentioned, and it's interesting. Struthers, they took it physically to Poland last year at Struthers. They beat them 35-7. That was the first time in the previous 4 meetings that Struthers had beat Poland. So 4 out of the last 5 have gone to the Bulldogs, but last year's win was a convincing victory for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and I'm sure Poland wants to come back and try to, do something about that situation when you get really, I mean, they got dominated in that game, so I'm sure they want to come out and look good, but that's the way you got to win. You got to keep that in the mind of Poland, and I'm sure Struthers want to come out and build even off of that. That's last year, but you want to even build off of that win.
And both of these teams know they have secured a playoff berth and a first-round home game next Friday already before we play this game tonight. But what's interesting is these two teams, they're both in Division 4, Region 9. Right now, Struthers is at 5. Poland is at 6 in the region. So whoever wins this is going to take a nice little bump up the final standings.
Yeah, for sure. And as things go, you never know. They may meet again somewhere down the line, but it is very important, especially in the ratings, to see just where they can land and see who their opponent would be.
This is the Cleveland Cobras pregame show here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. The Cobras are in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you were looking to continue your football career, contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442 and be part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. We're going to take our first time out. When we come back, we will go inside the Malutic Live Coach's Corner, and we'll hear from Struthers Wildcats head coach John Beck. That's up after this timeout on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Mill Creek Golf Course is now open. Experience the Donald Ross Championship design of both courses, where you can book a tee time online at millcreekmetroparks.org. Mill Creek features a newly remodeled golf shop, new cart paths, and is a Callaway certified club fitting facility with demo days. The PGA professional staff is now accepting golf outings and leagues. For more information, call 330-740-7112 or stop by and see what all Mill Creek Golf Course has to offer you.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
We welcome you back to Poland as the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week continues. It's now time for the Malutic Live Coaches Corner. Coaches Corner brought to you by Malutic Live, your home for high school sports. Follow them on social media at Malutic_Live. Up first, my interview with Struthers head coach John Bayek. Pre-game show continues back in the Malutic Live Coaches Corner with Struthers head coach John Bayek. And, Coach, first off, your team comes off a nice win last week over the Red Dragons.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a tough game. Every year it's a battle with them. If you look back from the previous 4 or 5 years' scores, it's always a battle. So, we were happy that we came out of it healthy and got out with the W.
When you look back on your last 3 games, Coach, you've only given up 14 points defensively. That's got to make you happy.
Yeah, we really pride ourselves in just getting better every day in practice. We always tell our kids if we're staying the same, it means we're getting worse. So especially defensively, the last few weeks we've seen progress being made. So we're really happy with the progress we've been making, especially on the defensive side.
Offensively, you've really been able to run the ball and kind of pound it at teams this year. How do you feel your passing game is as you head to the end of the regular season and into the postseason?
Yeah, we work on our passing game just as much as we work on our running game in practice. We kind of get a feel for the game and how it's going, and if we need to jump into a passing personnel package, we have the ability to do that. So luckily, we've been able to lean on our run game a little bit, but coming up with the playoffs here, we know we might need to throw the ball around a little bit more than we are used to.
It goes without saying this is a big game for you tonight against Poland. Kind of preview the matchup, and what is the key for your squad to get a win on the road?
Yeah, they're obviously 8-1 for a reason, and they do a lot of the little things correctly. They make very limited amount of mistakes, so we want to make sure that we match that. We got to make sure that we take care of the football and limit our penalties as well. We can't give Poland any opportunities in this type of game that they can take advantage of. So honestly, the focus is always on us. We want to make sure we take care of our job, every kid do their job, and ignore the distractions, ignore the game of the week and all the different distractions that might be surrounding us, and just take care of what we got to take care of.
Is there a key specifically that you think could help you win this game? Is it about time of possession, keeping the ball away from them? I mean, I know limiting the turnovers is always a key, but how do you approach that?
Yeah, I would definitely say time of possession is key, and it could be one of those games of who has the ball last wins. So we want to make sure we take care of the football and hold on to it as long as we can. Keep it out of their playmakers' hands and play physical style defense. I think that's the key to winning this football game.
Coach, thank you for a few minutes of your time, and best of luck.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
And that was Struthers head coach John Bayek. His Wildcats are 7-2 and 4-1 in the NE8 conference. Dave, you look inside their numbers. They're putting up the points this year, averaging just under 35 points per game offensively, while giving up about 17 points per game defensively.
Yeah, 18-point split there. So, they've been able to basically double their opponents. And that's what they want to try to continue. But they got a stern opponent tonight. So that's what makes this game so intriguing.
And when you look at it, they come off. We've seen Niles a couple times. We know how good they are offensively.
Right. Yeah.
They shut Niles out 21-0 last week.
Yeah, and we both was very surprised as the scores came through, thinking, is that right? And we were always waiting because we done seen Niles do that, 7, 14, and all of a sudden they come on. And it just never happened last night. That really told me something about their defense.
Not surprised that Struthers won, but that they shut Niles out, I think was the surprise for it.
That's what the surprise was, because you always look for Niles to be able to come back and score, and to shut them out the entire night I was really surprised with that.
Time for our second break here on the pregame show, brought to you by the Cleveland Cobras. When we come back, we'll hear from Poland head coach Tom Pavlansky. That's up next as the pregame show continues on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Meludic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Meludic_live. And remember, our fans come first.
Mill Creek Golf Course is now open. Experience the Donald Ross Championship design of both courses, where you can book a tee time online at millcreekmetroparks.org. Mill Creek features a newly remodeled golf shop, new cart paths, and is a Callaway certified club fitting facility with demo days. The PGA professional staff is now accepting golf outings and leads. For more information, call 330-740-7112 or stop by and see what all Mill Creek Golf Course has to offer you.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Pregame show continues here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Back inside the Meludic Live Coaches Corner in my interview with Poland head coach Tom Pavlansky. Back inside the Meludic Live Coaches Corner with the head coach of the Poland Bulldogs. And, Coach, you come off an impressive victory on both sides of the football, putting up 28 points and shutting out Lakeview last Friday.
Yeah, really proud of the kids, proud of the effort. All phases of the game, we wasn't all necessarily wonderful, but, kids' determination and their perseverance, continue to show, and really proud of their effort.
Coach, you look at your results this year, and your team's proven you can win, different ways. You can win a close, hard-fought defensive battle, or you can win the high offensive shootout. Do you think that really prepares your team for the postseason?
Sure. I think our kids understand that, they put in a lot of work. They're a confident crew, and whether a game's a low-scoring game or a shootout, if you want to say, I think our kids believe in themselves. They believe in each other, and as long as they do that, then anything's possible.
You've got quite the challenge in front of you this week. Before you can even think about the playoffs, you've got a very good Struthers football team coming up tonight. What do you think about looking after you've looked at them on film?
They're arguably the best team we've seen on film. We play a lot of good football teams at Canfield and South Range and Girard and Niles, and they're right there. They are right there, and we got a great challenge ahead of us. They present a bunch of problems offensively and defensively and special team wise. They're extremely well coached, and they say they are a really good football team. And, we got to work it out for us.
Does it present a unique challenge this week in a team that sets up in a lot of running formations, features multiple running backs with, a lot of high schools wanting to spread you out and throw the ball all over the field? This team wants to line up and come right at you.
Oh, no question about it. That's one of the beauties of our league is that, there's a variety of offenses and defenses for sure that that are all successful, and so Struthers, they play tight formation wise, and they just got the personnel that they have. That's the main issue. No matter what scheme they're going to run, it's the people with the football in their hand and the people blocking. People line up defensively. They're just really talented. And so, it's like any other weekend at Northeast 8. You better be ready to go. Your shoes better be tied tight and chin straps buckled up, ready to play right off the bat. Because if not, then it's going to be a long, hard night.
To use an old football term, when you face a team that they want to play in a phone booth, they want to play everything inside and physically, how do you approach a team like that is kind of different than what you're used to?
Well, we just want to make sure they earn anything they get. We don't want to give up the big play. We want to make sure, hey, if they're going to it's like any other offense or defense game plan-wise, we want to make sure that, offensively, we don't put our defense in a bad position. Make sure we take care of the ball, don't turn it over. And defensively, we don't want to give up any big plays. Make them go 18 plays, 80-yard drives. Make them do that. And, and if that's the case, then, hey, and so be it, they earned it. It's a great challenge in front of us.
Coach, as always, appreciate your time and best of luck tonight.
All right. Thank you, Mark.
Wrapping up our interviews inside the Malutic Live Coach's Corner was with Tom Pavlansky of the Poland Bulldogs. Dave averaging 29 points per game offensively, giving up 14 points per game defensively, and some controversy already. I don't know how else to word this, but we'll read you the sign held up by the Struthers cheerleaders. It says, "Cats move the chains. The dogs are still caged. 35-7. Remember those days?"
In Poland, rest in peace. Are you kidding me? You come to their stadium and put that big banner up like that. Man, cojones. They have it. They're ready to go.
That took some guts to be able to put that up. And, all factual information. Struthers did win the game last year, 35-7. Here come the Wildcats as they take the field down below us. White pants, white jerseys with the red and black trim, and the matte shiny red helmet.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs, blue pants, blue jerseys, white numbers, white helmets with the white P on blue helmets, with the white P on the side. And both teams have taken the field here tonight for incredibly week 10 of the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week.
Yeah. And I still remember us talking in week 1 on a Thursday night. And we're at week 10, Mark. And this here, you could just feel it. Excited for this one.
This is a rivalry. This is, Michael and I were talking about it. This is two teams separated by very little distance.
Yeah, very little. And they're right there on the border war, as they call it.
We're going to take our final timeout. We'll come back. We'll kick this one off on Western Reserve Radio.
During the fall and winter,
Sports Radio 1240.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Hey, football fans, don't miss the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey at the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown. The Phantoms are preparing for the upcoming season as they take to the ice to defend their Clark Cup championship. With over a dozen highly touted prospects on this year's roster, the road to the NHL clearly runs through Youngstown. Purchase season tickets, group tickets, and individual game tickets now by calling 330-747-PUCK. That's 330-747-7825, or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Clark Cup champion!
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
It is time to get Week 10 underway here on Western Reserve Radio and Sports Radio 1240. You are listening to Sports Radio 1240, WBBW Youngstown and Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia One network. Poland has won the toss. They will kick. The Struthers Wildcats to get their hands on the football first. It'll be Jace Stefanson to handle the kicking duties for the Poland Bulldogs. And one single returner is back deep for the Struthers Wildcats, standing inside his 10-yard line. And this kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass in Hubbard, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. Call 330-534-3192. Stefanson pop-up kick off the side of his foot. Going to be caught at the 30. Makes the first man miss and out to the 32-yard line. And that is where we will start things off here tonight.
Yeah, that's one of those type kicks that, a lot of things can happen. He got a lot of height on that mark, and, sometimes you got to go and get that ball because it's actually free, and they can jump up and get it themselves coming down on that kick.
So Struthers begins the game left to right here in the opening quarter, brought to you by the Youngstown Phantoms. They'll spot the ball at their 31-yard line, first down and 10. Seems like we've been with this all season long. We greet you from the visitor side here at Dave Pavlansky Field in Poland. Wildcats going to come out with twin receivers to the each side, a wing to the right. Slot man goes in motion, fake the jet sweep. Dukes is going to keep the football, and Dukes is going to get across the 35 and out to the 37-yard line. He'll pick up 6 yards on first down. It's second down and 4.
Yeah, nice little carry there, little misdirection. What you got with the jet sweep and be able to take that up the middle and get a nice gain out of it.
So second down and 4 here tonight from Poland, just underway. Wildcats going to come to the line of scrimmage again. They'll have twins to each side of the formation. They're going to move the wing to the right side. Now he'll go back to the left. That's McLeod, the fullback. Slot receiver is the running back. They're going to fake it to him. Dukes is going to keep the football, get across the 40, and spin all the way out to the 44-yard line. That's plenty for a Struthers first down on their opening drive.
Yeah, and I tell you, Jason Dukes back there, you can see he could be elusive, and they're showing maybe have to start keying on him, and that's when they may try something a little trickery, Mark, coming up soon.
Dukes, the 5'11", 185-pound junior. Again, we'll have twins to each side. McLeod, the fullback. Now the other back, Branham, going to go in motion, settle in the backfield. He'll get the handoff from Dukes. He's going to run it right up the middle into Poland territory and all the way out to the 45-yard line. That is a gain of 11 and another Struthers first down.
Oh, that offensive line is opening up some lanes for them to run through too, Mark. Are doing an excellent line at the point of attack.
So first and 10 from the Poland 45-yard line. Again, twins to each side. Going to set up a wing to the right side with Dukes alone in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. They give it to Carter on the sweep, looking to turn the corner, and that is strung out well defensively by Poland for a short gain as they will come up and push him out of bounds. And it's going to bring up now a second down, and call it second down and 9 to go.
They strung that out real nice to get that to a minimum gain. It definitely, the defense did an excellent job of stringing them all the way to the sidelines.
Second and 9 from the 44. Again, twins to each side of the formation. Slot receiver goes in motion. Fake it to him. Dukes is going to keep it. Dukes is going to bounce off of one defender and fall down to the 40-yard line. He's going to pick up 4 yards. And it's going to bring up a third down and 5 for the Wildcats.
Okay, now this is where Poland want to dig in and try to stop them here, pick up 5 yards. But I'm thinking in my mind, Struthers this is a 2-down territory. I think they'll take all 4 downs to get this.
Twins to the right, twins to the left. The fullback, McLeod, is on a wing to the right side. Dukes bobbled the ball. Loose ball on the turf. Poland has the football as they come up with the turnover at the 46-yard line of the Bulldogs. They have the football, and they have the football for the first time here tonight.
And that's something to remember. That's the first turnover. And, turnovers is big in any game. And sometimes it's the deciding factor is who wins that turnover margin.
And as Michael pointed out, it is the age-old battle of cat versus dog.
Yes, it is.
So for Coach Pavlansky and the Poland Bulldogs, their quarterback is number 7, Dom Pagano, the senior. We'll see Cole Fulton and Danny Natoli in the backfield. 2 receivers go to the right side. Pagano going to roll that way, going to throw on first down. Pass caught. That is Cole Fulton on the reception. And Fulton's going to be all the way out to the 40-yard line. And it's going to be a big pickup through the air from Pagano to Fulton and a Bulldog first down.
Yeah, the last time we had a look at Poland, Fulton had a monster game the last time we had Poland. He did everything. Caught the ball, ran the ball. He had a big monster night the last time we had him.
That is a gain of 13 and a first down to the Struthers 39. They are going to run it with Danny Natoli, trying to bounce to the short side of the formation. And Natoli is down to the 36-yard line, and a little bit of pushing and shoving after the play, away from the play, but to be expected in a game like this.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I like that. I like edginess anyway. It's something that if you can't play with an edge, I think that's the only way I know you can play is with an edge to you.
It's a gain of 3 for Natoli, 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs. 8:50, clock rolling, opening quarter, no score. Poland right to left on your device. Split 2 receivers to the left. They're going to run it again with Natoli. Bounces to the outside, got across the 35, and then driven back at the 35-yard line. The ball came loose, but they're going to say he was down short of the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I think he was able to grab that ball, but it definitely was trying to trickle loose.
Give him a gain of 1. It is a 3rd down and 6. 8 minutes. 10 seconds to play in this opening quarter, brought to you by the Youngstown Phantoms. We have no score. 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs.
Now it's time for Struthers to dig in.
Poland going to spread them out. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Pagano in the pistol, takes the snap, going to fire downfield. Receiver makes the catch. That's Andrew Todd. And Todd able to get upfield to the 26-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and a Bulldog first down.
Yeah, nice job there getting that ball out quickly to the perimeter there. And he was already at the first down marker and was able to pick up that first down easily.
If you have that timed well, you really can't even stop that route.
No. And I thought it was too much cushion from the defensive backs. When you got a play like that, you got to play up on the receiver.
1st and 10 from the 26. They give the ball to Natoli again, and Danny Natoli going to drive down to the 21-yard line. He'll pick up 5 yards on first down. It's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and a lot of that was all him, too, because he showed some power there to be able to drag a couple of defenders with him.
So 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. 8-1, 4-1 in the NE8. Their lone loss on the season, to South Range.
Sounds kind of familiar.
A lot of teams can say that in the Valley.
Yeah, absolutely.
2nd and 5. Play clock rolling down under 10 seconds. They're going to give it to Fulton on the sweep, trying to turn the corner. Struthers hasn't played well. And they hold Fulton to a short gain down to near the 17-yard line.
He gave him a nice, generous spot, Mark, and making it very close to, much closer than I thought he got, but they got him all the way down to the 16.
First quarter score on the Cleveland Cobras scoreboard. Mineral Ridge, an early 7-0 lead on McDonald. In that rivalry that might a little be geographically closer than this one we've got tonight.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Another one, they'll go at it tonight, because we know that is definitely a rivalry also there.
They give him the first down to the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. Split two receivers to the left. Single back in the backfield. Pagano's going to keep it. Follow the block of Natoli. And Pagano drives down just shy of the 10-yard line. He's going to pick up a little more than 5. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, I tell you, Poland is running the ball with a purpose. You know, we've seen that from Struthers in that beginning of that drive, and Poland's coming right back at him.
Bringing an extra tight end, and Jeffrey Kohler, the junior for the Bulldogs. Stack eye into the backfield. Pagano looks over to the home sidelines for the play call. Now he'll go back under center. He's going to give it to the second man through. That's Fulton. Struthers has it strung out, but Fulton able to spin his way downfield for a couple of extra yards down near the 5-yard line.
What?
And that's going to be a first down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Yeah. That was all on determination because the guy got in the backfield quickly, Marcus. Should have had that tackle deep in the backfield. Fulton was able to get away from it.
First and goal from the 6-yard line. Again, out of the stack eye with Pagano at the quarterback spot. It's a Fulton, the second back, Natoli, the third back. Pagano's going to keep it, and Pagano found a seam and scored from 6 yards out with 4:45 to play in the opening quarter.
Yeah, and I tell you, sometimes things happen. There was like a little miscommunication on the handoff mark at that time as they kind of bumped into each other. He slid off of that and found a seam and went right through it and was into the end zone.
So this will bring on Jace Stefanson, the junior, to attempt the extra point. Poland capitalizes on the Struthers turnover, converts it into 6 points. So Stefanson on to attempt the extra point. Struthers showing pressure up the middle. Good snap, good hold. And the kick is up, and it is also good. 4:45 to play in our opening quarter. Poland 7, Struthers 0. We're back after this on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Hey, football fans, don't miss the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey at the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown. The Phantoms are preparing for the upcoming season as they take to the ice to defend their Clark Cup championship. With over a dozen highly touted prospects on this year's roster, the road to the NHL clearly runs through Youngstown. Purchase season tickets, group tickets, and individual game tickets now by calling 330-747-PUCK. That's 330-747-7825, or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Clark Cup champion!
We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Well, the Poland Bulldogs able to capitalize on the turnover by the Struthers Wildcats. A bobbled snap by the quarterback Jason Dukes, recovered by the Bulldogs. They turn that into a touchdown by the big senior quarterback Dom Pagano, 5'11", and 200 pounds. And you said it was a bit of a bobbled exchange, but he was able to recover and then found a big opening to score the touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, that's just determination there because it looked like it was chaos there. He even could have fumbled because you seen him bobble the ball, and then the seam opened up and he took it and got right into the end zone.
This opening quarter brought to you by the Youngstown Phantoms. The Phantoms are defending their 2023 Clark Cup Championship this season, and great seats are available by calling 330-747-PUCK. That's 330-747-PUCK. So Struthers, they were moving the football. They had driven into Poland territory, Dave, and then the bobbled snap resulted in a turnover, and now they play from behind.
Yeah, and I want to see if this is going to stand out. Turnovers can be the decisive situation in the game, and could that be it right there? 7 points. They were able to turn it into 7 and early on. So we see what Struthers can do. They had a great drive going in their initial drive. Let's see if they can replicate that and do it once again.
This kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass, reminding you accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. Stefanson to kick for the Bulldogs. Single returner back deep at his 9-yard line for the Wildcats. This time Stefanson drives this one deep off the hands of the returner into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback once the ball breaks the plane in the state of Ohio.
Yep.
And they'll bring it out to the 20, 1st and 10.
Yeah, and it's good that it was a rule here in the state of Ohio, because that could have been a dangerous one back there. A lot of times when you touch that a little bit in the field of play, you are forced to return it out of the end zone. So it's great that they have that rule.
So Struthers to start from their 20-yard line. Second possession. This time they are down by 7 with 4:42 to play in this opening quarter. I'm going to put two backs in the backfield now with Jason Dukes, the junior quarterback. Dukes reverse pivot. He'll hand the ball off to his running back. That looked like Anthony Carter on the carry. And Anthony Carter going to get about 4 yards and bring up a 2nd down and 6. Back to the Cleveland Cobras scoreboard. Early action from Lowellville. Rockets with a 7-0 lead on Springfield, and what should be a good one tonight there.
Yeah, absolutely. We know about what happens there normally with Springfield, but Lowellville is no joke this year.
Dukes surrounded by a pair of running backs, takes the snap. He'll keep it to the short side, break a couple of tackles. And Dukes is going to get down to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up 4 in his 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, that was one of the rare occasions they went to the outside. One thing you could say about Struthers, they strap it up, they come together, and they are coming right downhill at you. That one he took to the outside, they are normally bearing right down at you with their offensive line.
Dukes with a single back with him in the backfield, a wing to the right, a receiver to the right. Dukes will hand it off to the running back, and he's able to push the pile across the 30 out to the 32-yard line, and Anthony Carter has the 1st down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's their game. They look like they love the power game to come at you, and you know that's something that can wear you down later in games. And I think that's just the way they like to play ball.
So 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. 3:12 to play in the opening quarter. Poland with a 7-0 lead on the Struthers Wildcats, who have 1st and 10 from their 32-yard line. Duke's going to hand it off to Devin Brom, the junior running back. And he's going to get out to the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 3. It is 2nd down and 7.
And one of the things, the tendencies that we know with Struthers, they run the football. I tell you, the way the defense is sucking into the line, this is the kind that you could pull out of there and throw something down the field and find somebody wide open. But they just have that tendency to run the ball all the time.
2nd and 8. High snap. Dukes gives the ball to Anthony Carter. Whoa. Carter broke free. He's across midfield on his feet and dives down to the 45-yard line. That's a 20-yard pickup for Anthony Carter in a 1st down in the Poland territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, I tell you, he broke through that line, and it came from nowhere because it looked like it was nothing but a stoppage. And he came out the other side. You got a great number to have when you can come out of a pile as a running back and you see a number 32 that does that. That brings back some vivid memories of a great running back in the days past.
1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Split one receiver outside of the hash marks to the right. They're going to run it with Carter again right up the middle. So Anthony Carter has a short pickup, and we are under 2 minutes to play in a fast-moving first quarter.
Yes, it is. And they both teams like to put the ball, even though Poland does, there's a quick passing game, but it's really a ground game. Their pass situation is more extension of the run. This is moving quickly.
2nd and 7 from the 42-yard line. Little misdirection run by Dukes after some confusion in the backfield. And he's able to make something out of a broken play. First quarter score from Bo Ryan Stadium in Niles, a 7-0 lead for the visiting Girard Indians in that game. Many people believe the winner of that game to host, the loser to travel. We'll have to wait till Sunday to find out.
Yeah, we'll find out a lot of what's going on then.
Third down and 6 for the Wildcats. We are under a minute to play in this opening quarter. Wildcats come to the line of scrimmage. Stack 2, now 4 receivers to the left. Now they're going to sprint all 4 receivers out to the right side. Single running back is Carter with Dukes. Set up the screen. Receiver made the catch. Read well by Poland.
Beautiful.
As coming up there to make the stop, that's Paul Greco, number 44, who read that tunnel screen well. No gain on the play. It brings, gain of 1. Brings up a 4th and 5.
Well, you heard me on that time. I probably can tell that I'm a defensive guy. You talking about somebody that read that play perfectly. Greco did an excellent job of reading that all the way.
Struthers to play on 4th down, maybe. When we get to quarter number 2. After 1 quarter, brought to you by the Youngstown Phantoms. It is Poland 7, Struthers 0. We are back after a break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
We've completed 1 quarter here tonight from Dave Pavlansky Field in Poland. A 7-0 lead for the Poland Bulldogs over the Struthers Wildcats, and 3 total passes in that opening quarter, and it went very quickly.
Yeah, it sure did. And I can't believe it when you said 20 minutes. I mean, it just went right by. But you got 2 teams that they strapping it up, running the football, keeping everything in between those sidelines, and that clock is steady running. But we're seeing some good football action.
Now, I had a opposing coach to Grove City refer to Grove City this way, but I feel like these 2 teams do the same thing. They want you to play in a phone booth.
Yeah, and basically you can, because they can take this game and just put them in between the hashes and just let them play, because that's where they've been. They play right in the center of the football field and just keep going.
There's going to be a play-action pass, or, there's going to be a flea flick. There's something coming the way both teams are loading the boxes up.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. I mean, you can see it. They're running the ball so much, and they are all cheating up into the box. It's going to be something wide open down the field, and it's coming soon.
Struthers now right to left face a 4th and 5 as we begin the second quarter. From the 40-yard line of the Poland Bulldogs. Looks like they will play on a 4th down with 2 receivers to each side. Fullback goes in motion, sets up as a wing. Now a receiver comes in motion. That's Carter lining up at the running back spot, and there was no running room whatsoever for Anthony Carter to run the football, as again, Paul Greco makes the stop.
Yeah, Greco is showing some great job on defense. Just the instincts to be in, knowing where to be at the right time. He's made some great plays back-to-back, basically.
Excuse me, I only saw the 2. That was Duke's 2, not Carter 32 on the carry. So
they got a lot of confidence in their running game when you go for it, running it 5 yards away.
1st and 10, Poland from their 40-yard line. Split 2 receivers inside the hash to the right. An eye in the backfield. Pagano got tripped up on the line. Now he'll set. Going to take the deep shot downfield, and that pass knocked away and incomplete. That's good coverage, stride for stride, out there defensively to knock the football away.
Yeah, I tell you, trying to pick up that number of Poland, number 6 there. It looked like it's number 6, yes, yep. Andrew Todd. He turned into a defensive back there, because that ball would have been intercepted by Dukes back there, but he turned into the defensive back and actually got him to knock it down.
We said the deep shot was coming. I just didn't know it was 2 plays later.
Yeah, it definitely was there.
2nd and 10 from the 40. Pagano to throw it again. This time the pressure forces him to skip it short and incomplete, looking for Cole Fulton. And it is quickly 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. You're listening to the Sandrock Concrete High School Football Game of the Week. For an estimate, call owner Jerry Sandrock at 330-506-0013. Twins to each side on 3rd down and 10 for Pagano. 5-step drop, stands in the pocket, eyes downfield, looking to run. Now he'll fire downfield on the pass, almost intercepted by one of the Wildcats who could not hold on. And that falls to the turf, incomplete.
Yep.
It looked like, is it Mason Chappelli?
Yep. That's
number 5?
Yep. Right in his hands. He had it. I mean, they threw it right to him. And, boy, good defensive stand. That's all I can say.
A couple more scores for you. Niles and Girard now tied at 7. Mineral Ridge up 13-0 on McDonald in the opening half. Stefanson to punt. Good snap. Gets away a high, short kick. Struthers says back away from it. It takes a Wildcat roll. And it is going to be down at the 44-yard line. And Struthers will come out of this with good field position.
Excellent field position to start with. And they want to get some kind of drive. I think they have to. Struthers, they've been running it consecutively. They got to make some pass in there. I don't care if it's just screen pass. You got to do something just to loosen that defense up because they're putting 8, 9 in the box, and they're doing a great job of slowing that run game down.
Screen, draw, play action, something is potentially like that.
Yeah, you have to do something there because, and even, they could try a draw, but that might not do it either because they're not threatening going down the field. And I think they got to do that. They got to do something on the outside just to give them a thought process.
Coming up at halftime, we'll have scores from around the valley. Michael Rickard's first half stat story of this game. And, of course, we'll have the Week 8 edition of the President's Athletic Conference Report with Commissioner Joanne Derko. Week 8 in the PAC already, which means what, Week 9 for major college football?
Yeah, well, when I looked at it last night, it says 8. They like to call that first week
week zero. Which I never understood that, how you're playing games during a week of the season, but it's not considered the first week.
Yeah. Well,
I guess it's just, if you go to Dublin to play, it's a special game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little different.
Boy, speaking of Dublin, Notre Dame and USC last week. Wow.
Yeah, man, they manhandled them. And that's why I wonder, will USC bounce back this week? We're going to find out.
That is a tough, physical Utah defense that they have to face this week.
Yeah. That's the thing about it. That's one thing Utah is, they are physical. And one person that can tell you that is sure is Caleb Williams, because last year, boy, were they physical against USC.
If you were tuning in for Cleveland Cavaliers preseason basketball because of high school football tonight, that game is just exclusively over on Z104. That's 103.9 FM. 1st and 10 for Dukes. He's back to throw. Has a man wide open at the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. That's Dukes to Brom.
There it is.
For the touchdown for the Wildcats.
And I'm talking about a guy running down the middle of the field. It wasn't anyone around him, 20 yards. 20 yards. There wasn't a person around for him. Yeah, unbelievable. And that's what we said, though. I shouldn't even say unbelievable because of their consistency of running the football. Something down the field had to be open. I didn't expect that far open, but that's as open as you can get.
Noah Carnahan, the junior, on to attempt the extra point. Snap a little high. They get it down. The extra point flutters its way up, and it is good. 11:19 to play in the opening quarter. Struthers 7, Poland 7. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Mill Creek Golf Course is now open. Experience the Donald Ross Championship design of both courses, where you can book a tee time online at millcreekmetroparks.org. Mill Creek features a newly remodeled golf shop, new cart paths, and is a Callaway certified club fitting facility with demo days. The PGA professional staff is now accepting golf outings and leagues. For more information, call 330-740-7112 or stop by and see what all Mill Creek Golf Course has to offer you.
We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Back here at Dave Pavlansky Field in Poland, and we talked about it. The pass was coming. The play-action pass was coming.
Yeah.
Both teams took their shots. Struthers hit for a big one.
Oh, it sure did. I mean, he was wide open. They had, again, 8 guys in the box, and one was coming up on the play action, and down the center of the field, Braun was wide open. He just laid it there. It was nothing for him to do but catch. And like we said, that's a nervous catch. Wide open like that, nobody around. You got to make sure you secure the football and then go ahead and run into the end zone.
11:19 to play in tonight's second quarter. And a 7-7 tie between Struthers and Poland. Kick is away. This is a bouncer that's going to get by. That is a live football. Poland needs to go pick it up. They will. And they'll bring it back across the 15 to the 20 and out near the 23-yard line. And that looked like number 10, Vito Kamara, on the return for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we remember him also, Mark, when we seen Poland the first time. He was always the guy that was really exciting on the return game.
First half score, 14 unanswered by the Niles Red Dragons. They lead Girard 14-7.
That's 2 offenses that can put points on the board, and I'm sure the Red Dragons need some points on the board. They didn't have any last week.
You got some of the best players in Trumbull County. Tuff McConaughey, Antoine Gardner. Pagano is going to keep the football run to the short side of the field. And there's not much running room for Pagano, as we've seen Struthers make a couple of adjustments across that defensive front.
Yeah, they sure did, and changed the defense up just a little bit, a little tad there, to be able to really shut down Poland from running the football right now.
When a team runs this much, is it about shortening those splits up a little bit?
Yeah, it absolutely is. And then, you know, on defense, you want to start hitting the gaps if you can. You can see them shift over on their line and actually get them in the gaps. They got to shoot those gaps and just close a lot of things down.
2 backs in the backfield. They are going to give it to Cole Fulton on the sweep, and Fulton is going to be close to, and he's going to have a Poland first down. He needed 9, he got 10, and that will move the sticks.
Yeah, this is an enjoyable football game here, Mark. There's a lot of strategy on both sides. You're seeing some adjustments, in-game adjustments, and I like to see that on both teams.
Poland going to split 2 receivers out to the left. Pagano goes under center, turns, hands the ball off to Fulton, who lined up at the tailback spot, and Fulton's going to be wrapped up right near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, excellent job. And I'm looking now, that's Carcelli, number 6, from his defensive back position, really shooting the gaps there and coming from that safety, he's playing almost like what they would call the monster position in some defenses. He's not really a linebacker, he's not really a safety, and he's doing a lot of different things off that slot. He's out there with the slot now, but he can come on the blitz.
2nd and 10, they are going to run it again across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Gain of 3 brings up a 3rd down and 7 after the run by Natoli.
Yep.
Excuse me. Okay, that was Vito Kamara who got the carry for the first time. So it's going to be 3rd down and 7.
And what you would think would be, since they're doing pretty good against the run, that they may have to put this ball in the air. And I'm looking at the defensive backs. They're doing it again where they're playing 6 and 7 yards off. Oh, one is coming up on the short side, but a lot of cushion.
Pagano to the throw, steps into a shot downfield and overshoots Josh Maseko, the 6-foot junior receiver. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 7. And expect to see Stefanson on to punt this football away for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and I'm going to give some kudos to number 34, Dominique Liptek. Is his pressure that he put on the quarterback, and he gave him a shot as he delivered the football. He had to get rid of that ball quickly, cause it to go a little high, and no one was able to pull that in.
So back for the Wildcats, it's Dukes number 2 and Abram number 4 back to return this punt from Stefanson. Play clock down to 7 seconds. Good snap. This one, again, a high, short kick. Struthers will back away from it. It'll take a Wildcat roll down to about the 42-yard line. And again, Struthers has a short field to work with.
Again, and a great field position. Opportunity to try to get the ball back into the end zone if they possibly can. Is they got a very short field for them. But now that they put that in their mind that, hey, we can throw the football down the field on you. Got to be aware of it. Let's see if that loosens up some things and they can get back to their patented run game.
7-7 our score, 8.5 minutes to play here in the first half. We do know this much. Both of these teams will be at home for round 1 next week, having already clinched home field. Not quite sure who the opposition will be yet. Of course, stay tuned to all of our social media platforms on Sunday as we announce the pairings from the OHSAA, as once again will be part of the OHSAA radio network, just like we were the last several years. Credentials en route should be to us sometime next week.
All right. I'm telling you, get ready for these playoffs. We had a great time last year, and I'm hoping for another run as we did last year if we can. I hope we can do that from this area. We got a lot of teams. They say we're kind of down in this area as they say the word on the street, but sometimes that's not correct. I think these teams are a lot stronger than they think.
I mean, we know, just based on what we've seen so far, probably our top 2 teams are Ursuline and Struthers. They're the only 2 teams ranked in the AP poll.
Right.
But there's going to be a 3rd team or even a 4th team that we may not expect that makes a run.
Right, yeah. All the time that happens.
And we will have to just see who that is. I mean, what a unique year last year was to be part of consecutive state championship broadcasts where we didn't have to go anywhere. We didn't have to leave the booth. We didn't have to do anything.
And they took care of us well, Mark, up there.
And
they really did.
Had Tim Street on By All Means from the OHSAA on Tuesday. And this is the last year of the contract with Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium and the OHSAA. So we'll see what the future holds.
Right.
Dukes out of the pistol, single running back behind him. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it. Trying to bounce to the edge, lowered a shoulder.
Yes, he did.
And got across the 45 and out to the 46-yard line.
Boy, that's running with purpose right there, Mark. That's not a guy that's looking to lay down somewhere. He's looking to put somebody down. He ran with a lot of power and authority on that one.
They'll stay officially down at the 47. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Again, some pre-snap motion from the Wildcats. They'll have 3 receivers to the left and a wing to that, to the right and a wing to that side. High snap. They're going to give it to the running back. Big hole up the middle. Lowers the shoulder to the 40 and down to the 39-yard line for Anthony Carter. And this offensive line starting to take effect on the pole in front.
Yeah, that offensive line it's a good unit there. They have opened up big holes, and these guys are running. You know, one thing I definitely like this game. You don't see anybody shying away from contact. Guys are looking to hit somebody, offensively and defensively, from both teams.
1st and 10 to the pole in 39-yard line. Play clock down under 10 seconds. Carter going to move to the right of Dukes. Carter gets the handoff, running to the right side, across the 35, still on his feet, 30, downfield to the 20-yard line, inside the 20 and down near the 15-yard line.
Oh, boy, I tell you, that's that 32 again. As he said, and Andre Carter, he gets to the outside there, and he lowered the shoulder and ran over someone there on the sidelines and got us down to the 15 now.
Carter averaging 10 yards a carry, 7 rushes for 70 yards. It's 1st and 10 Struthers from the 15. Carter gets it again. This time down to the 11-yard line. He'll pick up 4. It's 2nd down and 6. Under 8 minutes to play in the half in Lowellville. It is a 13-0 lead for Lowellville over Springfield.
Oh, man. And we talked about, a lot of people didn't talk that much about Lowellville. They've been playing well. But you said it a couple weeks ago, that's a team to look out for. And Lowellville is playing well so far tonight.
1st and 10, Wildcats. 2nd and 7. They're going to run it with the quarterback, and diving down to about the 7-yard line is Jason Dukes.
Yeah. Just a couple yards away now. They're coming right at him. They're loving it downhill. Football is what they're playing right now.
2nd quarter, all Mineral Ridge with a 20-0 lead over McDonald. That game being played at Mineral Ridge. 3rd and 2 from the 7-yard line. 5.5 minutes to play, first half. Dukes hands the ball off. There's
Good
no
defense.
running room for Devin Brom. He is pulled down back at the 9-yard line. Now 21 unanswered by the Niles Red Dragons. They lead Girard 21-7 in the 2nd quarter.
Oh, man, they are on a run and on a tear right now. We done seen that movie before, and they can get on one and really put some points on the board.
4th and 4 from the 9-yard line. Struthers going to keep the offense out there. Out of the stack eye. And movement up front, and this may be our first penalty and an easy first down for Struthers.
And that's interesting, you just said that. First penalty, we have not seen this is how clean and this game has been.
Under 5 minutes to play in the half. First flag.
First flag. I mean, this has been a clean football game. Not many mental mistakes at all. Nothing. I mean, we're talking about a very good played football game here.
1st and goal, Struthers from the Poland 5-yard line. Again, out of the stack eye, the Maryland eye. Many different names for the formation. Dukes gives it to his second running back through. That's Devin Brom, and Brom plows into the end zone for a 5-yard touchdown for the Struthers Wildcats.
And that's Brom's second touchdown. He done caught one, and now he just runs one in. And I tell you, that was an impressive drive of about 58 yards. It started from their own 42-yard line. They took that right down the field and got into the end zone.
So Noah Carnahan, the junior, on to attempt the extra point. Good snap, rush on, kick on the way. This one is up, and this one is good. 4:35 to play, first half. Struthers 14, Poland 7. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Well, it's been a big half for the junior Devin Brom, a 56-yard touchdown reception and a 5-yard touchdown run, and a 14-7 lead for the Struthers Wildcats.
Yes, indeed, and he's having a nice night this evening. He ran that with authority into that end zone. Nice catch earlier, as we said, wide open. The hardest thing was trying to catch that thing, and he did that. This is an impressive game because as many plays we've done seen, a lot of running. What do you get when you get a lot of running? Holding, this, that. There hasn't been any calls. It's unbelievable that both teams have really played well in their blocking assignments and everything like that. We haven't had holding calls or anything, no jump. Surprisingly, they got them to jump off sides down there.
All right, this has been an exceptionally well-played first half on the Week 10, our 11th game of the regular season, Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week. And wasn't it just yesterday we were sitting at Bull Ryan Stadium on a Thursday to start this off?
Yeah, that's what's so funny. I mean, it just shoots by. I still remember that this is vividly when we started. And here we are at the end of the season.
And, you know, it didn't even really feel like there was that much time from when we were at Tom Benson Stadium to when we went to Bull Ryan to start the next season.
Yeah, and I think they're just staying in what we were doing, and like we were able to do the semi-pro league team in the Cobras and being able to be at that, it just kept us into that football mode, and it just seemed like it just ran all together.
So ready for Struthers to kick the football back. 4:35 to play here in the half, and a 14-7 lead for the Wildcats. So they will get set to kick the football back. It's a low bouncing kick picked up off the turf across the 30, 35, 40, and out to the 43-yard line. That's a nice return by one of the up men. That's Panoxopoulos, number 43. We've called his name a few times throughout the season.
Yep, for sure. And now they got a good starting position at the 43-yard line. Of their own 43, you can't beat that to start off on offense. So let's see which ones will come out on top. Can they get their offense to get down in the scoring position, or will Struthers be able to defend it?
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Single receivers to each side. Running back is Cole Fulton. They give the ball to Fulton, trying to bounce outside. Slips between the hash marks, and Fulton down near the 45-yard line. Give him 2. It's 2nd down and 8.
And I see Struthers playing some great team defense there in tackling, where they see two got them held up. The other guy is trying to rip the ball loose. So they're doing some strategy, trying to get them to turn the football over if they can.
2nd and 8 from the 45-yard line. Under 4 minutes to play first half. 14-7. Struthers leading Poland. A little bit of a delay handoff this time, and twisting his way downfield for a couple of extra yards. And they will unpile. It's Cole Fulton again on the carry. We've seen him line up all over the field offensively this year for Poland. It's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been everywhere.
So they will substitute, bring in an extra defensive lineman for the Wildcats. That's Dominic Liptak, number 34, checking in. 3rd and 6. Quick trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Pagano turns it over, goes that way, pass caught to the left. And that is going to be just good enough for a first down. Needed 10, got about 10.5. And that will move the chains on the catch by Andrew Todd.
Well, I said if there's anything that I've said on tonight on a consistency, Struthers, I'm just shockingly that their defensive backs play so far off. I mean, 6 and 7 yards off, a lot of cushion. And when you only got 5 yards, you run a 6-yard route, get right there where you need to, and that's what they're doing.
1st and 10 from the Struthers 46-yard line. Pagano looking for a seam to run the football, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss. Back near the 47-yard line, that's a loss of 1. It's 2nd down and 11. 2.5 minutes to play in the opening half.
And that might just be how they play their base defense. But I tell you, Mark, I done seen good pressure there and put on the quarterback tonight. And I'm just thinking, you bring those corners up and be able to jam those guys there. And then that pressure you're able to put on the quarterback, I think it would cause some more turnovers if you did so.
Pagano, the quarterback. Fulton, the running back. Natoli started on a wing to the right. Now he'll move to a wing to the left. Pagano going to roll left. Has time. Now comes back to his right side. He's going to get a block and run across the 40. 35-30, 25 and out of bounds. Got a great block downfield by one of his receivers and turned that into a big gain for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, once he reversed field and went the opposite way, he had one blocker out here, one defender, and the block was perfect, Mark. Wasn't even able to get past him.
22 yards on the run by Pagano.
Nice run for him.
1st and 10, Poland from the Struthers 25-yard line. Natoli and Fulton on the left and right of Dom Pagano. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right side. Pagano claps, gives the ball to Fulton, now pulls it back. He's going to keep it. And he got back maybe near the line of scrimmage. We'll have to wait for the spot where the knee went down. Going to get a generous spot there of about 2 yards, and it's going to be 2nd down and 8.
Struthers got to make sure that that Christian Pascarella, number 1, got a little banged up on that play, and he's limping out there at the left corner position here, nearest to us, so something to watch.
Natoli and Fulton in the backfield with Pagano. Natoli gets the carry, hammers his way inside the 20 and down near the 18-yard line. And we've got one of the Struthers Wildcats a little slow to get up, but able to get back to his feet. Let's see, that was Bryson Dodd, number 13, and we've got a stoppage in play with 55 seconds to go here in the half. Approaching halftime at Bo Ryan Stadium in Niles, and the lead down to 7, 21-14. Niles leading Girard. Mineral Ridge has found the end zone again in under 3 minutes and a half, a 27-0 lead over McDonald. And that rivalry game that is leaning in one particular direction in the first half.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm telling you, Mineral Ridge took a really, really big-time beating last week. And I think they are coming back with a vengeance this week, and they're taking it out on McDonald.
This is a big 3rd and 3 for the Poland Bulldogs from the Struthers 17-yard line. 55 seconds to go in the half. Bulldogs come back to the line. 2 receivers right, tight end, fullback on a wing to the right. Now they'll bring the tight end in motion, and they'll go double tight to the right. Receiver in motion to the left. And now whistle and a Struthers timeout. Timeout on the field, 55 seconds to go in the half. Struthers 14, Poland 7. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Whether you are a professional football champion or a fantasy football champion, Martusio Chiropractic is the place to recover from all your sports injuries. Proudly serving Trumbull County, Martusio Chiropractic is located at 369 Niles Cortland Road in Warren. Martusio Chiropractic accepts most insurance plans, now accepting new patients and offering some same-day appointments. For more information or to make an appointment, call Martusio Chiropractic at 330-856-9595.
We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Right before the snap of the football, Struthers calling the timeout. Coach Bayek using his first. He'll have a pair left. Poland also with a pair. Great to see John's father, the Hall of Famer Jeff Bayek, helping out on the staff. Stopped by the booth to say hello before the game. Good to catch up with the dad, the Hall of Famer, the state champion.
Yes.
3rd and 3 from the 18-yard line. Going to toss the ball to Natoli with blockers to the right. Struthers had that read well, and this is going to bring up 4th down.
He definitely had that, but it's close. It looks like it's about maybe 1.5 yards, 2 yards. So this is big here. They got a kicker that definitely can put points on the board, but I think they're going to go for it.
And the board says 4th down and 1. It's closer to 2 than it is 1. Out of the stack eye. with Pagano under center. Now turns, looks to the sidelines. Play clock at 15 seconds. Game clock at 49 seconds here in the first half. Pagano back under center. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it. He's going to look for the first down. He gets inside the 15 before being pushed back to the 14. And forward progress will give them a first down with 44 seconds to play in the half. So a big first down for Poland. And the clock continues to roll. They're going to run it to the outside with Fulton looking for the corner. Fulton looking for the end zone, and he went out of bounds before breaking the plane.
Well, he's right there, so he's right at the cusp of getting in.
So right at the edge of the goal line, it's 1st and goal from the 1.
You know, the way we done seen Colton play in the past, I'm kind of surprised that he didn't get in. He's a guy that would run with force, and it seemed like he could have got inside the pylon and got that. Nonchalantly went out of bounds.
Pagano under center. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Pagano turned, tried to get in, and he did break the plane for the touchdown. So he's in for the 1-yard touchdown run. So that they're going to give the touchdown to Dom Pagano from 1 yard out with just 28 seconds to go here in the first half.
Yep.
We are an extra point away from being all tied up at 14, getting set to head into the locker room. So Stefanson, scoreboard side of the stadium here at Dave Pavlansky Field, to attempt the extra point. Maseko to hold it. Snap good. Maseko gets it down. Stefanson's extra point is up and good, and we are all even, Dave, at 14 with 28 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, you can't bet. I mean, that's the type of game we've had so far. Nip and tuck, even type game, and that's the score we have, 14-14. And you couldn't ask for, like I said, a better football game. 1 penalty call, 1 turnover.
You were listening to Sports Radio 1240, WBBW Youngstown and Western Reserve Radio 2. And the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week. And, you know, sometimes you never know. You look at it and you see 7-2, 8-1, backyard rivalry, computer points. That you see all of the things that are lined up, and you never really know how things are going to play out till they snap the ball.
Yeah, for sure. And this one here, we looked at it. We said 8-1, 7-2, can get a share. Got to get some help, but just to know that they're both right there. We look for a good close ball game, and we getting it. We're getting every bit of it.
We will get you all of those scores coming up here at the half.
Well, I tell you, Marco, you know what I'm excited to see? Halftime, and see what adjustments the coaches will make coming in this second half.
Well, we've seen a couple of different kicks from Stefanson as this kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass in Hubbard. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. We've seen the full straight kick, and then we've seen the little pop-up kick. This one going to be fielded on the ground across the 30. Trying to get to the outside of the 35 to the 40 and down to the 41-yard line, and that is good field position for Struthers with 22 seconds and 2 timeouts remaining. How about this one, Dave? Approaching halftime, Ursuline 15, Cardinal Mooney 10.
Man, yeah, that's surprising.
Ursuline has played one game that was within a touchdown all season.
Yeah.
They have been that dominating this year.
And Mooney must have been really, well, you know, hey, that's always been big-time rivalry from years back. And maybe they are ready to roll Mooney and being in this one.
Dukes under center. Going to keep the football and just push the pile forward for a couple of yards, and that may bring us to the end of the first half. 8 seconds to go. Doesn't look like they are going to snap the football. So we will head to the locker room exactly where we started, all even at 14 between Struthers and Poland on the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week. We're back with halftime next on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Mill Creek Golf Course is now open. Experience the Donald Ross Championship design of both courses, where you can book a tee time online at millcreekmetroparks.org. Mill Creek features a newly remodeled golf shop, new cart paths, and is a Callaway certified club fitting facility with demo days. The PGA professional staff is now accepting golf outings and leagues. For more information, call 330-740-7112 or stop by and see what all Mill Creek Golf Course has to offer you.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Halftime here tonight from Dave Pavlansky Field in Poland. Struthers and Poland all tied up at 14, and it's now time for this week's edition of the President's Athletic Conference Report.
Welcome to the PAC Football Report, covering games on October 21st, 2023. I'm Joe Underco. This week we will look back at Week 7 football games last weekend in the President's Athletic Conference, while also previewing Week 8 gridiron contest this coming Saturday. Grove City took another step towards its first PAC football championship in 25 years, as the number 22 ranked Wolverines improved to a perfect 7-0 following a 31-7 road win at Allegheny. Two teams kept pace a game back of the Wolverines with wins. Carnegie Mellon rolled past Bethany 41-7, while Case Western Reserve posted a 31-6 homecoming win over Westminster. In other action, Waynesburg earned its first win of the season with a 24-0 home blanking of St. Vincent, while Geneva recorded a 20-9 road victory at Teal. W&J had the weekend off. PAC Player of the Week recognition for Week 7 went to Geneva senior wideout Hilton McLean on offense, sophomore linebacker Henry Bush of Case Western Reserve on defense, and junior defensive back Nolan Pitzenberger of Carnegie Mellon on special teams. Earning PAC Newcomer of the Week honors was Geneva sophomore linebacker Luke Blasco. A full slate of 5 matchups are on tap again in Week 8, with Teal having the weekend off. 3 nighttime kickoffs this week are highlighted by 6-1 Carnegie Mellon hosting 5-1 Washington and Jefferson at Gesling Stadium in Pittsburgh at 7 p.m. It's the 72nd all-time meeting in the series, with CMU holding a narrow 35-31-5 all-time record against the Presidents. Last year in Washington, the Tartans prevailed in a 12-7 defensive slugfest. Second-year CMU head coach Ryan Larson talks about what to expect when these two PAC powers battle this week.
Honestly, I don't know what to expect fully. I could see it being a defensive battle, both really good defenses, two of the top defenses in the league. I also could see it becoming a score match. They've obviously done a fantastic job on offense, putting up points this year, and we're starting to hit a little bit of our groove offensively as well.
Another matchup under the lights features 3-3 Westminster hosting 2-5 Allegheny at Harold-Burry Stadium in New Wilmington at 7 p.m. The series dates all the way back to 1899, as the Titans hold a narrow 29-27-5 all-time advantage against the Gators, including a 42-14 victory a year ago. Westminster head coach Scott Benzel talks about the state of his team with 4 games to play.
We're at where we're at, I guess. We're not happy about being 3-3, but it is what it is. We have to kind of try to get better, and sometimes these types of seasons catapult you for better things in the future, and we're trying to stay positive. We're playing some really good football teams.
Rounding out the evening games is 2-4 Geneva, looking for its second consecutive win, as the Golden Tornadoes host 0-6 Bethany at Reeves Field in Beaver Falls at 7 p.m. The GTs have dominated the series with the Bison 35-12-1 all time, including a 34-6 decision a year ago. Coming off a road win at Teal, Geneva head coach Gino DeMarco notes his program is solely focused on the task at hand.
I look at tape and I see that Bethany moved the football on some very good defenses. They got some experienced, skilled guys. They do got some good, young talent up front. But I think defensively, they're starting to play a more safety-oriented defense, which we're seeing now in college football emerge. And anytime you can get a quarterback that can run and receivers that can make plays, in space, it is a cause for concern.
Other Week 8 contests include 7-0 Grove City hosting 2-4 St. Vincent at Robert E. Thorne Field in Grove City at 1 p.m. The Wolverines lead the all-time series with the Bearcats 12-6 and have won the last 6 meetings against St. Vincent, including a 42-7 final in 2022. Finally, 5-1 Case Western Reserve remains at home as the Spartans face 1-5 Waynesburg at DeSanto Field in Cleveland at 2 p.m. Case has won 7 of the 8 all-time meetings with the Yellow Jackets since rejoining the PAC a decade ago, with the lone Waynesburg win over the Spartans being a 35-15 final back in 2014. That's all for this edition of the PAC Football Report. Please log on to the conference website at www.pacathletics.org all season long for the latest news, scores, statistics, and other league information. You can follow us on social media via Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram. Links are available at the PAC website. I'm Joe Underko. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the stadium.
Durko of the President's Athletic Conference joins us every week for this edition of the PAC Report. Grove City at home tomorrow for a 12:20 pregame and a 1 o'clock kickoff on Western Reserve Radio, as the Wolverines are at home to host the St. Vincent Bearcats here tonight at Poland. It is a 14-14 tie between the Struthers Wildcats and the Poland Bulldogs. First half scoring, it was Poland who got on the board first, Dave. 4:45 of the opening quarter. Pagano ran it in from 6 yards out. Stefansson's extra point gave Poland the early 7-0 lead.
Points was on that turnover that we said, well, that loomed big. Well, it definitely got this game where we deadlock right now, but that was on that turnover. They put it into 7 points.
Struthers found the end zone the next 2 times. 11-19 of the second quarter. It was Dukes DeBrom from 56 yards out. Caught the pass, was wide open, ran into the end zone for the touchdown. The Noah Carnahan extra point tied us up at 7. 4:35 to play in the opening half. Brom's 5-yard touchdown run, his second touchdown of the first half. The extra point by Carnahan made it 14-7 in favor of Struthers. And then with just 28 seconds to go in the half, Dom Pagano plunged in from 1 yard out. The Stefansson extra point tied us up at 14. And it has kind of just played out the way we thought it might.
Mm-hmm. It sure has. And like we said, we was hoping for a good, close ball game, and that's what we've gotten. We deadlock at 14 now. Teams have played very good on the football field. Like we said, 1 penalty, 1 turnover in this entire first half. that's an excellent half of football.
You're going to hear the Struthers marching band in the background. Poland set to take the field next. First half unofficial numbers. First for the visiting Struthers Wildcats, Anthony Carter, 8 rushes for 73 yards. Jason Dukes has carried it 10 times for 34 yards. Devin Brom, 4 rushes for 16 yards and a touchdown. Dukes through the air, 2 of 2 for 57 yards and the big touchdown.
Yeah, that play came perfectly as it was wide open as they had 9 basically in the box. And Brahms ran right down the seam wide open. And he was 20 yards behind the defenders, and all he had to do was just secure that football and make it to the end zone.
Brom also the leading receiver, 2 catches for 57 yards and the previously mentioned touchdown for the Poland Bulldogs. They've had 4 different ball carriers here in the first half. Cole Fulton, 7 rushes for 37 yards. Dom Pagano, 8 rushes for 37 yards and a pair of touchdowns. Danny Natoli, 5 rushes for 16 yards. And Vito Kamara had 1 rush for 3 yards. Pagano, just 3 of 7 for 30 yards throwing the football. It's been a little inaccurate in the first half.
Yeah, he has been. And you know, that may come from Struthers. They've been able to put pressure when he has passed. They have gotten to him. And, you know, you start knocking guys around and different things like that. That causes the ball to float on you, sail on you, and that's what's been happening. But I think they do need to put the ball in the air a little bit more because Struthers is playing off at the corner position.
Andrew Todd, 2 receptions for 17 yards. Cole Fulton has 1 for 13 yards. We're going to step outside for another break. When we come back, we will get you caught up on the Cleveland Cobras scoreboard at the half. It is Struthers and Poland tied at 14 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
Meludic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Meludic_Live. And remember, our fans come first. Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
Mill Creek Golf Course is now open. Experience the Donald Ross Championship design of both courses, where you can book a tee time online at millcreekmetroparks.org. Mill Creek features a newly remodeled golf shop, new cart paths, and is a Callaway certified club fitting facility with demo days. The PGA professional staff is now accepting golf outings and leagues. For more information, call 330-740-7112 or stop by and see what all Mill Creek Golf Course has to offer you.
We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Halftime here at Pavlansky Field in Poland. Struthers and Poland tied up at 14. Time for the Cleveland Cobras scoreboard. The Cobras are in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship, and if you are looking to continue your football career, contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442 and be part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. I better not catch you trying to put on a jersey and play next year.
But I tell you, watching them, they do make you feel like you want to. That's no doubt about that. That's why we had to get Jim off the field over there being a sideline reporter, because he said it felt like he wanted to play again. It just does.
Scores from around the valley at Lakeview, Beaver Local. We are approaching the half. They are tied at 7. Canfield all over Boardman at the half, 31-0. Canfield, like they do, finishing the season strong.
They always do that, and they finish it like that on a strong point and go right into the playoffs ready to go.
Liberty trying to finish the season strong, make their way into the playoffs for head coach Joe Simon. They lead Camel 20-14. That is approaching half. Last score we had, Ursuline 15, Cardinal Mooney 10. Halftime, Newton Falls a 13-0 lead over Champion. Halftime, Crestview and LeBray tied at 7. When we have halftime, Columbiana 10, Valley Christian 6. Approaching the half, Garfield 27, Brookfield 13. Halftime, University School 7, Howland 0. Tigers looking for that elusive first win, trying to get it here in week 10. Western Reserve playing good football. They have a 15-0 lead over Jackson Milton at the half. What else can we pass along for you? 34-0 Mineral Ridge leading McDonald. That game about to go to halftime. Niles 21, Girard 14, approaching the half. West Branch continuing to roll. They have a 28-0 lead over Salem. That is another big rivalry game.
Yeah, and basically we done had 2 of those tonight, and they're both blowouts so far.
South Range with a 21-0 lead over Hubbard at the half. Warren, JFK, and Southeast are tied at 6 at the half. This one, the surprise at the half, Harding 13, Austintown Finch 0.
Yeah, that's shocking, but we said it in all season. We done been to Malakoff. That was our second home, basically, this season. And they have played big-time talent, and they are getting ready and groomed for playoff play.
And we can also let you know Cheney is a 14-0 lead over East. And that is also approaching halftime. And that is a rivalry, to say the least.
Yes, for sure.
So, we have roughly, 30-ish teams in position to either clinch a playoff spot or get some help this weekend if things go right with a win. And they could also be in.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what's going to be so surprising on Sunday, just to see some of the teams we may not have talked about sneak into these playoffs, and things will fluctuate. We'll see what happens on Sunday.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with some of these potential matchups. I mean, it's one of those where, I see it from both sides of it, where you can be excited to get into the postseason, but then your excitement changes when you look on the other side of the field, the other side of the bracket, and you see, Kirtland. And you're like, oh boy.
Mogador, maybe.
Right,
Yeah, you just get.
If you're that team that's going to have to face Ursuline in the first round, if you're that 16 that has to face them, oh boy.
It's like, yay, playoff. Oh, God. I
Right.
mean, that's just how it feels. You go from one extreme to the other, that you got to go against a team like that.
And it's one of those where, and we continue to be well represented by teams in the Valley.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I'm curious who that team is going to be that we have not talked about that's going to show up and make a run.
Yeah.
Who do you think are the potential teams that could do that?
That we really haven't talked about? Well, I mean, teams that we have seen, and you're right out here in front of us, these are not the teams that we talk about at all times. I mean, we talk about South Range. We talk about different things what we done seen in the Canton McKinley, even though that's not really local, but just the teams we have seen. You don't hear a lot about what Poland might do or what Struthers. And both of these teams, just from the play tonight, well coached, very disciplined. Those type of teams, when you play together like that, no matter how good a team is, if you can play together like that and be in it and take it to that fourth quarter, you can be a team that can upset someone and make a run.
How about United? We saw the Golden Eagles last week. Coach Ogilvy's got a nice squad down there.
Yeah, and the thing about it, if you're not a patient defensive team, you'll be frustrated playing United because it's so much motion. Even before the snap of the ball, there's different people going all over the place. That can be frustrating. If you can't figure that out, you're going to have a long night. And they could be a team that could sneak up on somebody.
Because, like we saw tonight, there's pre-snap motion, then they'll come set, somebody else, they'll bring a receiver and a jet sweep, they'll move a tight end left to right. Then there's a lot to kind of adjust for on the fly defensively.
Yeah, and that's why even when we did that game last week, I didn't understand why you have to go into a base defense and overshift just a little bit so you can just stay stagnant, because they do so much motion. You'll have so much confusion on the field. Wouldn't be funny.
Approaching halftime at Bowrine Stadium, Niles has now doubled up Girard at 28-14. We are here in the NE8 from Poland as both teams make their way back out onto the field. They will go through the mandatory second half stretching session. We'll take our final halftime break, but we'll come back. We'll get Dave's keys to the second half for the Bulldogs and the Wildcats. That's next on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
It's all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to clevelandcobrasfootball.com, Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Hey, football fans, don't miss the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey at the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown. The Phantoms are preparing for the upcoming season as they take to the ice to defend their Clark Cup championship. With over a dozen highly touted prospects on this year's roster, the road to the NHL clearly runs through Youngstown. Purchase season tickets, group tickets, and individual game tickets now by calling 330-747-PUCK. That's 330-747-7825, or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Clark Cup champion!
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Getting set to wrap up our halftime show here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Poland and Struthers tied up at 14. First off, Dave, for the Struthers Wildcats, what are you doing? What are you adjusting here in the second half?
Well, my thing is defensively, they have to, in my opinion, I want to bring those corners up, because they show great pressure from their front to get to the quarterback. So you bring those corners up, you may be able to pick off something.
And is that one of the other? If you're getting pressure up front, you can let the corners kind of play off a little bit?
Yeah, you can do, but I think they're too deep, because a lot of times, if you notice, Poland doesn't throw it a lot, and when they do throw it, it's like a 3rd and 5, and they're playing 7 yards off. So all you got to do is just push that corner by running hard, stop, turn, and you hit that receiver, and they're quick at doing that.
Now for the Poland Bulldogs.
Bulldogs, I think they have to throw the football. And just for the reason I just talked about, if Struthers is going to stand pat, allow those corners to sink out, then just go ahead and take what they give you and get down the field. And once you get them to come to the outside, you can continue your run game and open it up. And I tell you, Coach, he looked like an All-American against Hubbard that night that we seen him. He had a great game all over the place. But I know you didn't like that too much, Mark, but it's true. But tonight he's been bottled up, and that's because of how they play. I just think if you can open it up a little bit more, get some running lanes for him, he can do some damage.
Tonight's second half kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass, reminding you accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. Poland won the toss, deferred to the second half, so the Bulldogs will get their hands on the football first to begin our third quarter tonight. As the regular season comes to an end tonight.
Yep.
And multiple Valley teams looking to win 5 in a row to get themselves to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium.
Yeah, that's what they're looking to do, and we already know it's possible. We've seen 2 of them go there.
And we are very lucky. I've looked around other states. To have a facility like that, first of all, close to us is a bonus.
Yes.
But to have a facility like that, an NFL caliber facility,
yeah,
we are very lucky. Underway here in the third quarter. That kick is going to bounce over the returner's head, tightrope the sidelines, and just go out of bounds before the pylon.
Yeah. He played the odds that it would go out of bounds, taking the chance, but it did. They should have excellent field position to start their drive.
So the kick out of bounds, illegal procedure penalty, only our second penalty of the game so far tonight.
Yeah. I mean, that, and it's not like something that's, any penalty is major when you really think about it, but it's just been a clean football game. It's been really fun and a pleasure to watch it this way.
It looks like Poland has declined the penalty and will have Struthers re-kick.
Yeah.
That's not something we see all that often.
You don't
but
see that.
When you've got the returners that they do with, Fulton back there, Todd, the athletic returners that they have, they're going to make him kick it again.
Yeah, and they do. And they got Kamara back there, too. Is that his name? Number 10?
Vito Kamara.
Yeah. And he's a guy that can really run. So, I mean, they want to have a chance to return this.
So they'll back the ball up to the 35-yard line, and we will start the second half all over again as Struthers was a man down in the huddle, so they will run on their 11th man. And now they are ready to once again try to re-kick this. It looks like Anthony Carter who will handle the kicking duties. And this one high, short, end over end from the 19, across the 20, 25 to the 30. Still on his feet and out to the 35-yard line before being driven back. And that'll be pretty good field position for the Bulldogs, right about the 35-yard line.
Yeah. Not too much of a difference of where he would have got it on the possession when it went out of bounds. So
no difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
So from the 35-yard line, first possession of this second half for the Poland Bulldogs. Struthers and Poland tied at 14. Struthers on defense, Poland on offense. Bulldogs right to left here in quarter number 3. Pagano, single back in the backfield with him, 2 receivers to the left. Pagano going to look that way. Completes the pass to Fulton. Made a man miss across the 45 to the 46-yard line and out of bounds into the Wildcat bench. And that is going to be a Bulldog first down.
Yeah, it's a little pitch and catch. As I said, it's open. If they want to play off like that, then go ahead and go at them that way. And that's exactly what they did there. He got the ball out there quickly. And Colton was able to get downfield about 13 yards and pick up first down.
So Cole Fulton with the reception, first down and 10. Natoli now in the backfield with Pagano from the 48-yard line, and got a flag thrown in for a procedure penalty. This is going to cost the Bulldogs 5 and make it first and 15.
Yeah, that almost made me jump out of my seat. I said, what is that flying? I haven't seen nothing like that tonight. I've seen that flag come flying in there.
You haven't heard a lot of whistles tonight.
No.
3 penalties, 1 turnover so far in the game total.
Yeah.
Move the ball back to the Poland 43-yard line, first and 15 from there.
No penalties and everything like that, Mark. That's why it was one of the most rapid first half that we had. I mean, it went by quickly.
They adjust the clock to 11:46 to play here in the third. 2 receivers to the right. Natoli now to the left and back to the right of Pagano. Pagano claps, fakes the ball to Natoli, fires downfield, tight end makes the catch. That's Oliver McCulley, the 6'2 junior. That's a good gain to get the penalty yards plus some back. And set up now a second down and very manageable 2nd and 6.
Well, right now, I tell you, they're trying to make me think I know what I'm talking about a little bit. I don't know.
Coming out and throwing it.
They're coming out and throwing it. They're taking what they're giving them, and they get nice gains on first down.
Single receivers to each side. Natoli remains the running back. Pagano's going to run off the short side to the right. And he's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down. Give him a gain of 4. It's 3rd and 2.
Yeah. Oh, they are moving quickly now.
Right back to the line, out of the stack eye with Pagano under center. Check with the sideline. Play clock, plenty of time at 25 seconds. Pagano back under center. Gives the ball to his running back, put it right into his belly, and he plunges forward to the 40-yard line. Picks up 3, and that is a Bulldog first down.
Nice patient drive here. Taking what they give him, getting the first downs, and continue moving those chains and moving down the field.
Fulton on the carry to pick up the first down. 10:15 to play, third quarter. Struthers and Poland tied up at 14. Poland with a 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 41-yard line. 2 receivers split to the right. Pagano out of the shotgun now. Takes the snap, swings the ball out. Fulton makes the catch across the 35 to the 30. And they're going to say he went out of bounds shy of the 30-yard line. Bring up a second down and short.
Well, they got this going perfectly down here. Nice pickup down. They got that option. They can run or pass on this second down. That's where you want it to be.
Second down and a long 1, closer to 2 for the Bulldogs. So Poland will split single receivers out to each side. Then running back Natoli next to Cole Fulton. Fulton claps, takes the snap, gives it to Natoli, who just kind of plunges his way into the line of scrimmage.
Didn't get much.
Still about another yard away, yard shy. It is 3rd down and a long 1.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if Struthers make a little bit of adjustments. If they do want to leave these guys a little bit off, I want to see if they'll start putting 5 guys on the line. They've been still with the 4. Let's see if they get a 5th guy on the line to create a little bit more havoc. And there it is. There's 5 now. 6. And they come.
3rd and 1. Give it to Fulton, sweeping to the outside, has the first down and more, but a flag in the area of holding is more than likely going to wipe away this first down run.
Yeah, and it came right from that side in which he broke a tackle there and was able to get the first down. It's probably going to come back.
And the hold occurred after Fulton had picked up the first down.
Yeah.
So it was unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean, he was already past the offensive line to be able to pick the first down. Then the flag came flying out.
So the 10-yard penalty for the holding. To back them up. And it's 3rd down and 11. Excuse me, 3rd and 9 after the spot of the football. 9:05 to play here, third quarter, tied up at 14 between Struthers and Poland. Fulton goes in motion, now reverses motion. Pagano back to throw, going to take the deep shot downfield, has a man out there and overshoots him and incomplete. Looking for Josh Maseko, the junior wide receiver, and the incompletion brings up a 4th and 9.
Yeah, he needs to get just a little bit more air up under the football and allow his receivers just to run under because he was breaking free from the defender. And he was actually open in the end zone, but that ball was more on a rope, on the line. And, yep, he needed that arc. He had a little bit of arc and let him just run under. That would have been a perfect pass for a touchdown.
So Struthers gets the stop defensively. Stefanson on to punt. Single returner back deep for the Wildcats at his 10-yard line. High snap, pulls it down, gets the kick away. And this is going to take a pull and roll, and this is going to be down at the 1-yard line. That's great coverage downfield by the Bulldogs.
Oh, that was a great play, and I was trying to pick that up. Was it number 17? We don't have a 17, so, well, yes, we do. Oliver McCulley. Looked like he was able to recover that right at the 1. And it looked like it's inside the 1-yard line. It is. That's almost on the goal line.
Timeout on the field, 8:46 to play, third quarter. Struthers 14, Poland 14. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Off the timeout, 8:46 to play here in our third quarter, and we've had no scoring in the second half so far. And after a fantastic punt, Dave, and coverage downfield by the Bulldogs, Struthers has 99 yards of field in front of them.
Yeah, and in the immortal words of Dandy Don Meredith years ago. Yeah, I'm taking it way back Monday Night Football. 99.5 yards. Remember, against the Minnesota Vikings, Tony Dorsett gets the carry and takes it 99.5 yards.
And what was supposed to be a dive turned out and run into the end zone. So we have had a fantastic first half and then now start into this third quarter, and where the defenses have kind of stood tall so far.
Yes, they have. And this here is a great punt, and just everything on that was perfect. Now you could play the defense you need. You play field position, you get the ball in great position. You maybe even be able to cause a turnover down here. And we know they have caused one earlier. So let's see what happens here. This is important.
First and 10 for the Wildcats from their 1-yard line. We got movement up front, contact made, and an easy 5 yards for the Struthers Wildcats.
Yeah.
And how about this, Dave? They have gone to running clock at Easy Whitaker Field in Mineral Ridge, 40-0 Rams over McDonald in the third quarter.
Well, I got to give them some kudos. You have to respond after what happened last week with them. Well, the last couple weeks has been rough for Mineral Ridge, and to come out and really put it on somebody, they definitely put it on McDonald tonight.
First and 5 from the 5 for the Wildcats. Quarterback under center, eye into the backfield. Dukes will turn, hand off to the first man through. Lowers his shoulder, broke free across the 30, 40, 50, to the 40, and knocked down near the 40-yard line.
That's that man again,
That's
number 4.
Devin Brom, number 4, having a monster game for the junior back.
Oh, man. I thought he was going down at about the 15-yard line without a doubt. Guys all over trying to throw him to the ground. And if we're going to break out of that mark and take it down the field.
Whew. 56 yards on the run into Poland territory at the 38-yard line. Receiver and a wing to the right side. Single back in the backfield. They hand it off to Carter. Hits the hole and falls forward down to the 31-yard line. That's about a 7-yard pickup on first down.
Yeah. There's a guy shaking up lineman there for Struthers. Like number 78, but I'm not sure if I got the number correct there. A little shaking up on that play.
Yeah, he going to go down to one knee, and he is going to be tended to by the training staff as he started his way off the field, but then decided the better of it to take a stop between the hash marks, and training staff will come out and take a look at him. And we've got a 2nd down and 4 coming up for the Wildcats from the 32-yard line. We've just gone under 8 minutes to play here in the third quarter. And, sometimes when going into your final playoff game, you've secured a playoff berth and you've secured a home game, you may have the tendency to potentially let up. But when you see your crosstown rival on the other side of the field, that has not happened tonight.
No, for sure. And, that's a plus for both teams, because one thing that I don't believe in is when teams go into the playoffs and they like to rest their starters. Now I'm talking about pro football, but still, just regardless, they take this nonchalant attitude. I think you got to keep that edge all the way through and be able to play at a certain level and keep it at that level.
And especially for my fantasy football team, if we're in the playoffs, I need you to suit up. So good to see the linemen come off the field for the Struthers Wildcats and come to the sidelines here in front of us.
Yeah, Vince Boland, he's only a junior, 6'4", 285 pounds.
So 2nd down and 4 from the 32-yard line for the Wildcats. 7:55 to play here in tonight's third quarter, tied up at 14. Now Struthers going to come out in a stack eye formation with Carter, the third back, through. They give it to the second back, that's Brom. And he's able to work his way to the 30-yard line for a pickup of 2. It's going to bring up now a 3rd and 2. So 7.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Bring out a lineman, bring out a back, bring in a couple of receivers on 3rd down and 2 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I was trying to see if they got enough guys out there, but I was running in and out.
So 3rd and 2 from the 30-yard line. We'll go back to the scoreboard after this play. Going to move all 3 receivers from right to left. And with the play clock running down, Struthers will call the timeout. Facing a 3rd and 2, and they get the timeout. That'll be their first. They're left with the pair with 6:56 in the third. We'll keep it right here. Springfield now on the board in the final seconds of the third quarter. It is Lowville 13 and Springfield 7. Lots of computer points at stake in that matchup.
Yeah, sure is. And, they were quiet for quite a while, Springfield, and it was surprising to me because they've known to come back quickly. But now they're on the scoreboard. It's within one score game now, one possession.
So Struthers facing a 3rd down and 2 and time running out on the play clock. Calling the timeout. And we'll see what they elect to do here. It was interesting. They looked like they brought in passing personnel for this 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, it sure did. Something a little different. And they were shifting from one side to the other. Might be all eye candy for us right now. They might have still ran the football, but it was a little bit different than what they normally.
So we'll see what they elect to do here. On the 3rd down and 2 is, forecast all week long was for rain, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we're spoiled. We're in the press box and dry pretty much every week, but it rained for about 3.5 minutes when we first got here.
Yeah.
Had to close the window for a little while, and hasn't since then.
Yeah, it hasn't. I mean, the rain was coming down sideways. We said, here it is. It's coming. Sun came back out, and it has been a perfect night for football since.
And, you think about all those things, you're like, okay, it's supposed to rain. That could definitely affect the play of the game. Beautiful, perfect turf surface here at Poland, so that wasn't going to be an issue.
Right.
But it has stayed dry all night long, at least to this point.
And that's a beautiful way to see it, because now these players can really show what they can do, and they win or lose this football game. That's what you want to see.
Off the timeout, Struthers facing a 3rd and 2 from the Poland 30-yard line. Wildcats going to send one single receiver out to the right side. Single running back is Carter with Dukes. Carter gets the carry, hits the hole, has the first down and more. Across the 25 and down near the 22-yard line. We'll have to see where the knee went down, but nonetheless, it is a Struthers first down.
Yeah, and he almost broke that. He almost broke that tackle.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the Poland 23-yard line. 6.5 minutes to play in the third. Clock rolling in 14-14 tie between Struthers and Poland. Receiver split out to the left side. Receiver tight to the right. Fake the ball to Carter. Dukes is going to keep it. Breaks a tackle, dives to the 20, and a flag comes in at the end of the play. So Dukes initially picked up 3, but we'll have to sort out the penalty. It looks like it'll be on the Wildcats.
Yeah, it's a holding there. Yeah, but I put the kibosh on them. I tell you, we talked so much about what a clean game, and it's been really great. And boy, the flags have been flying in the second half.
So the holding penalty will back the Wildcats up, and they will set the football down at the 34-yard line. Now the 33-yard line. Okay, there we have 10 yards.
Mm-hmm.
So 1st and 20 from the 23-yard line. Math isn't always easy on the fly.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes not easy anywhere.
Unless you're a math major.
Yeah.
1st and 20 from the 33-yard line. Delay handoff.
Whoa!
Carter had stripped by the football. It fell on the turf, and I think the Bulldogs fell on it.
Yep.
They did. It looked like Oliver McCulley stripped it and recovered it for the Bulldogs. And that is the second turnover of tonight's game.
Yeah, they caused that one by grabbing at that football as he ran through traffic. You got to put it away. High and tight, as they tell you. And he didn't. He had it a little bit loose. And they were able to rip that ball loose and get the football on the turnover.
So the turnover at the 29-yard line. Second turnover for the Wildcats. Poland was able to score a touchdown on their opening possession after recovering the fumble back in the first half.
Yep.
5:46 to play, third quarter, tied at 14. Now you look around, stands are packed on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Got people standing room off to the right of us on the home side. You know this one would be well attended tonight.
Yep, sure is.
Pagano, 2 receivers to the right, wing to the right side. Sends the tight end, McCulley in motion to that side. Pagano claps, takes the snap. He'll roll that way. Looking to throw. Throwing on the run. Man wide open, makes a catch across the 40. And down to the 42-yard line. That's Andrew Todd on the reception for a Poland first down.
Yeah, nice pickup there.
Clock stops, 5:40 to play, third quarter. 1st and 10, Bulldogs from their 44-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you, they are absolutely attacking those corners as I was talking about, and they're trying to make me seem like I'm a genius.
Someone that played a little corner might know how to defend.
Yeah, I mean, it's there for the taking.
Pagano's going to keep it. And Pagano's going to get across the 45 to the 46-yard line. So we'll get 2 yards. And to bring up a 2nd down and 8 as we roll to 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Bulldogs break the huddle. They'll come to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the left. Pagano claps, pulls the ball down, goes downfield. The pass dislodged, incomplete. Oliver McCulley went to make the catch, and that was timed up well to knock the ball loose.
Yeah, and that's the quarterback on offense playing quarterback on defense at free safety. Coming up, Jason Dukes, and making a great play to separate the ball from the receiver.
So the incompletion brings up a 3rd down and 8, and those are always those tricky plays, those bang-bang plays. Did he make the catch? Was it dislodged? And our officiating crew's done a good job tonight. They immediately said incomplete.
Yep.
3rd and 8. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left side, outside of the numbers.
Looking for a slant here.
Pagano takes the snap, fires the slant, pass caught, spins upfield, has a first down inside the 45 and down to the 43-yard line. Andrew Todd makes the catch. And
yeah.
What did you see that you saw the slant route coming?
Well, one of the things, he got so far towards the numbers, and with no safeties inside, that's a lot of space. And what's the best place to throw it? Right on a slant. So, the cornerback should have played inside and forced his hand to make him make an outside route, make an adjustment, and they didn't. It was an easy pitch and catch.
1st and 10 from the Struthers 43-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left side. 2 backs in the backfield with Pagano. Going to give it to Fulton, trying to sweep outside. Now there's a loose ball on the turf. And Struthers says they've got the football, and they do.
Yes, they do.
So Fulton got stripped of the football. The Wildcats came out of there with the loose ball. And with 4:19 to go in the third, Struthers has forced a turnover, and the Wildcats have the ball back.
Yeah, and to play the same type, you see something happen, what's the best thing to do is to imitate what somebody else did. They went in there and stripped the ball the same way Poland did, went in there and went after the football and was able to get it the same exact way. Tackle the football.
And we have seen 2 well-coached football teams tonight.
That's what we've seen. I mean, this is how you play the game. If you got 3 tacklers there, you can get those 2 of them go ahead and make the tackle. 1 of them strip at the football. Get the ball back.
1st and 10 from the 47-yard line for the Wildcats. Going to give the ball to Carter, running right up the middle.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
That's not Carter. Excuse me. That's Brom on the carry.
Well, my eyes was at Vince Bowler, who's back in the game, and he absolutely annihilated the defender on that play, number 70, and that is Alex Stefik. Now, we're not talking about a little guy, 5'8", 315 pounds, but he went flying back about 5 yards. I mean, he got destroyed.
2nd and 7 from midfield. Going to bring 2 tight ends in motion, set them up to the right side. 2 receivers that way. Going to give the handoff to Brom again. And
they're tackling that football again.
A loose ball on the turf. But we say he was down. The official came in, working the sidelines in front of the Struthers bench and said he was down.
These ball carriers are going to have to learn high and tight. Do we need to get Tiki Barber in here or something to let them know? High and tight. You cannot hold the ball down. Yes.
We're starting to carry the football around to class next week and see if your teammates can strip it from you.
Yeah, for sure. Because they are tackling the football. Both teams are doing the smart thing. In traffic, go get the football.
3rd and 4 from the Poland 47-yard line. Fake to Brom. Dukes is going to keep it, run into the pile, has the first down, breaks a tackle to the 35, and he is all the way down to the 30-yard line. That is a 17-yard gain for Jason Dukes and a Wildcat first down.
Yeah, did you see what Jason Dukes did? They went and stripped at the football. The next thing you know, he had 2 hands on the football. He had it high and tight. Once he did that spin, he put 2 hands on the football and continued to pick up yardage.
They'll say his knee went down at the 31, so it's 1st and 10 from there. 2.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Struthers and Poland tied at 14. 2 receivers to the left. That's Brom, the junior, getting the carry. Cuts back to the left, now back right side. And he's going to gain a few on first down.
Not much, but he was able to get a couple out of that mark, sure.
Give him 4. It's 2nd and 6. As we go under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. So 2nd and 6 from the 27-yard line. Wildcats break the huddle. 20 seconds on the play clock. 2 receivers go to the right. Wing to the left side. Brom's the running back next to Dukes. Dukes keeps it this time. Great read inside the 20, 15, 10, 5. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. 27-yard run for Jason Dukes. And the Struthers Wildcats are back on top.
Yeah, he broke a couple of tackles there, and once he broke those tackles, he bounced it to the outside, used his speed there, and got into the corner end zone. And nice run by Jason Dukes.
So the 27-yard touchdown run by Dukes brings Noah Carnahan on to attempt the extra point. And Struthers now on top of this one, 20-14, pending the extra point. Good snap, rush on the left-footed kicker's kick is up and just inside the upright and good. 1:35 to play, third quarter. Struthers 21, Poland 14. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
1:35 to play here in the third quarter. Struthers with a 21-14 lead over the Poland Bulldogs, thanks to Jason Dukes' 27-yard touchdown run and Noah Carnahan's extra point. And now is a 7-point lead for the Wildcats. How about this? 14 unanswered by Austintown Fitch gives them a 14-13 lead over Warren Harding.
Yeah, hey, that's how you come back and get into the ball game. But now, not only get into it, you're leading. And now the pressure is on Warren Harding.
Carter kicks this one away. A line drive right up the middle of the field. Caught at the 30. Brought across the 35 and all the way out to the 40-yard line. And Poland with a chance to respond will work with a short field. Just under 90 seconds to play here in tonight's third quarter.
Yeah. Nice spot to be starting your drive off at the 40-yard line.
So Struthers has made their way out onto the field. We await the Poland offense to come back out. Struthers with a pair of timeouts left for Coach Bayek. Coach Pavlansky has all three of his. Pagano out of a pistol has Fulton and Natoli with him in the backfield. Two receivers to the right. High snap. Pagano rolls. Going to take the deep shot downfield. Receiver stumbled and drew the flag. I don't know if he was contacted or just lost his footing, but the flag came out of their way.
Yeah, unless he was hit early. I was trying to see, was he hit early? At the end there, I didn't see the contact. I actually didn't see it. So, is he picking that up? No. Trying to see what's... Oh, no, they say bring it down.
So that is a 15-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage. And a 1st and 10 for Poland from the Struthers 45-yard line. Pagano takes the snap, gives the ball to Natoli, running off the right side. Natoli across the 40, looking for the first down marker. And Natoli's going to be just a bit shy. He'll get 9. It's 2nd down and 1.
Nice pickup on first down to be able to pick up 9. That leaves you with that 2nd and 1, but it leaves you with a variety of calls. The playbook is all the way open when you got that.
So 2nd down and 1 coming up.
Well, down here at the bottom of the screen.
Play clock at 12 seconds. Receiver goes in motion. Pagano to throw. Clean pocket. Taking a shot. Has a man out there and the pass knocked away. Last second and incomplete.
Yeah, I think Pagano got to get rid of the football. He waited for his guy to come loose instead of seeing him. When he was running neck and neck, you let the ball go and then let your receiver go get it. And just by waiting, he allowed the defender to get back into play. and may have to break that up.
Like that call on 2nd and 1?
Yeah, I think that's when you can do that. You can take a chance like that because it's 2nd and 1. Now you got 3rd and 1. You can just try to make sure you get the first down now.
1:10 to play, 3rd quarter. High snap. Pagano has the first down and more as he plunges ahead to the 30-yard line. Picks up 6 yards and a Bulldog first down. Don't forget, coming up Monday night on the Sports Radio 1240 side of things, Monday Night Football, the 49ers are in Minnesota to take on the Vikings. 7:15 pregame and an 8:15 kickoff on the San Francisco 49ers radio network. 1st and 10 from the 30. A little bit of a delay, handoff to Natoli. And Natoli going to pick up 5. It's 2nd and 5 down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Poland to make a call here because I think we're almost at the end.
You are listening to Sports Radio 1240, WBBW Youngstown and Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia One network. As Poland will elect to let the final 12 seconds of this quarter run off the clock, and we'll take a timeout, come back and begin the final quarter. Struthers 21, Poland 14 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
As we get set to begin the 4th quarter, we go to the Cleveland Cobras scoreboard with a couple of updates. Niles now pulling away from Girard, leading 35-14. I believe that is in the 3rd quarter. And with 2.5 minutes to play in the 4th quarter, Mineral Ridge holds a 40-7 lead over the McDonald Blue Devils. And you look at that game and the last couple of tough games for McDonald. I mean, you don't have to say anything when your rival shows up at your house.
Yeah.
And you know, if you win, you're more than likely in the postseason. If you lose, it's up in the air. And Mineral Ridge made a statement tonight.
Yeah, they sure did. That's why I said they made a statement that they want to get into these playoffs.
2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs as we begin the 4th quarter at the Struthers 25-yard line. Poland left to right here in this 4th quarter. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right side. Play fake for Pagano. Going to look downfield. Had a man open. The ball hung in the air too long, and it was batted away and incomplete. And Pagano, because of the pressure, had to throw off of his back foot and just couldn't get enough on it.
Yeah, but the thing that I've been noticing with Pagano, he waits until he sees his guy open instead of throwing his guy open. And that's the key to playing the quarterback position and defeating that defensive back. Throw your guy open, and Kamara was very wide open. I mean, once he made that split, he was there. All you had to do is let it go and let him run to it.
Big 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Fulton and Natoli to the side of Pagano, who gives it to Fulton. Fulton up the middle, looking for the first down marker. He'll have it in a little bit more. And this drive will continue for the Bulldogs. 4th quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's Pierogi House on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Or call Lena's Pierogi House at 234-254-8532. Makes me hungry just thinking about it.
Don't do it again, I told you.
We always talk about food in the fourth quarter. I don't know how it ends up that way.
I don't know. You don't want to do that.
Give the ball to Natoli. Natoli dragging tacklers inside the 5-yard line.
Man, down to about the 3. And I mean, and you said it right, Mark. Dragging guys. He was determined to get there. He wanted to get into the end zone on that run.
It is 1st and goal for the Bulldogs from the 4-yard line. Struthers 21, Poland 14. We approach 11 minutes to play in tonight's fourth quarter.
Oh.
And now we've got a flag.
Offsides.
On the defense.
Man, must have lined up in the neutral zone.
So that'll be a half the distance penalty to the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal now from the 2-yard line. Bulldogs going to line up in an I formation. No receivers, everyone in tight. Pagano takes the snap, turns, gives the ball to Fulton, trying to dive for the end zone, and he'll come up short. It's 2nd and goal.
And I know we at 10 minutes and so mark right now, but you made a statement in that off air. My palms are itching right now. It's making me think this might happen.
I told the fellas I smelled overtime. We'll see what happens. 2nd and goal from the 2. Pagano under center. Turns, gives it to Fulton again, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Fulton scores from 2 yards out. We're an extra point away from a tie game.
Well, I tell you, that's all we're waiting for is the kicker to come in and tie this thing up. This is either whoever has it last win or what you were smelling.
Only broke out the fireworks for that touchdown, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
So Jay Stefanson on for the extra point. Josh Masenko will hold. Jay Stefanson will attempt the extra point. A little bit of a delay here now with the official holding up play.
Here we go now. Hopefully.
We're ready to get back to action. Scoreboard side of the stadium here at Dave Pavlansky Field. Snap good. Masenko gets it down. Stefanson's extra point is up and good. 10:07 to play, fourth quarter. Struthers 21, Poland 21. We're back after this on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Right back here to Poland, our first final score of the night. The Mineral Ridge Rams should be heading to the postseason. They officially win tonight 40-7 over McDonald.
Yeah, well, they made a statement. We want to be in the playoffs, and they went and took it to McDonald. At McDonald, was that Mineral Ridge? Mm-hmm. Oh, thank goodness. Send McDonald back home. Because when I thought you said earlier that it was at McDonald, and I was going to say, wow.
And back home was like a 5-minute drive?
Yeah, that's all.
And with the construction on Route 46 from Niles through Mineral Ridge, it might be a little more.
Yeah, not much. It's still going to seem like a long ride. When you take a whooping like that, it's tough. I'm telling you. Those are the games that seem like they're never going to be over with.
This kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass, reminding you accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192.
Yeah, those are some tough things. And hey, I done been on the opposite end of those things before, playing and coaching, and it's rough. It's rough to be in a game like that.
Here, I thought you were talking about taking a rock in your windshield and going to repair that glass, because it seems like that happens to me like every other year. I got to go get my windshield fixed.
Wow.
I have bad luck with rocks on the highway. So
they're aiming at you, Mark. We're going to have to watch to see what's going on.
So everyone that repair that glass knows me very well.
You're trying to pick my partner off. I don't like that.
21 all, 10:07 to play. Here comes the kick from Stefanson.
Nice kick.
Deep kick inside the 10, back to the 5. Straight up the middle on the hash marks, 15-20, 25-30, 35, still on his feet, down to about the 38-yard line. That is a nice return out of the Wildcats special teams. Trying to get you a number, but he is in a massive bodies on the sideline, so our apologies. We're unable to get you that number. All right, let's see. That was 18 on the return for the Wildcats.
Yep.
And that is Anthony Pistella, the sophomore, on the return. And he took a couple whacks on the helmet. His teammates were quite proud of him for that return.
Yeah, that was an excellent return there.
Out to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Dukes, 2 receivers to the right, single back in the backfield with him. Dukes fakes it. He's going to keep it, reverse direction, and then he'll just go down at the 39-yard line for a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, and basically that was a good gain of 1 yard, because he should have been back there for about 4. Back there.
We've got a player down on the field for the Bulldogs.
I'm thinking it's number 70 just by looking at the braces, but I'm not sure if that's number 70. But I'm looking at he has those braces on the leg.
Yeah, sometimes people may wonder, why do all the offensive linemen have those braces? It's so easy to get tripped up in a leg, get a leg whip, something like that. Those are they're precautionary. Yeah. They're more preventative than anything.
Yeah, they are. And I'm going to tell you, he's been having a tough night tonight, because I'm telling you, they've been sending 2 and 3 guys at him, 5'8", 315 pounds.
At 70, Alex Stefik, who was down.
Yep.
And he is up to one knee and on his feet, and he'll make his way across the field to the Poland sidelines. Stefik, 5'8", 315, and a senior.
It's good to see him be able to walk off on his own power.
Gain of 1 for Duke, sets up a 2nd down and 9 from the 39-yard line. This game has been all we thought it would be and more. Tied at 21, just under 10 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Mentioned it earlier, 49ers and Vikings Monday night on Sports Radio 1240, 7:15 pregame, 8:15 kickoff. Second and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Here's another play where you can surprise them over the top with something.
Brahman motion to the backfield. He's going to get the handoff, running right up the middle, and he'll slide to the 39-yard line. The 44-yard line. He's going to gain close to 5 and bring up 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, 4th quarter. Lowellville 20, Springfield 7.
Oof.
That could hurt the Tigers in their seeding for the postseason.
Yeah, for sure.
Anticipated them getting a home game. We'll see if that
even materializes.
Happens.
Yes, I agree, Mark.
Dukes fakes the handoff. He'll keep it himself, and he's going to be a couple yards shy. It's going to bring up a 4th down and a decision time for head coach John Bayek.
Yeah, and Poland fans out there, just to give you an update, Alex Stefich back in the ball game and is back playing right now. Only was out for a play.
So a big 4th down and 4 coming up for the Wildcats. Out of the I formation, 4th down and 1. Long count. Dukes turns, hands the ball off.
Oh, what a second effort there.
Second and third effort by Devin Brom for the Wildcat first down. Another final has come in. 35-0. South Range beats Poland. They will win the NE8 outright with that win.
Well, I tell you, South Range, that's the way to end the season. Well, not end the season. Just in their regular seasons, they get ready for the playoffs.
They lost to Green early on, and last I checked, Green was around 500 on the season, so you can never take anyone too lightly.
Right.
Hand the ball off to
Carter. What a run.
Was dropped in the backfield and able to spin his way forward down to the 48-yard line of the Bulldogs.
I tell you, Mark, that's 2 runs in a row by each player. Carter there, Brom beforehand. Brom should have been stopped in the backfield 2 yards back, and he was able to break through that and get that first down. And then Carter there was also in the backfield, and he broke tackles. It's been a physical, long game. When I can't say long in time, but when you're battling like this, it seems long because this has been a battle.
2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line. Brom 11 carries, Carter 12, both of them approaching 100 yards. This is going to be Devin Brom slicing his way through the defense and down to the 42-yard line. Picks up about 6 yards. It's 3rd down and 2. And one time earlier this season, they put 3 backs over 100 yards rushing. That's the possibility again tonight.
Yeah.
Brom has unofficially gone over 100 yards. It's 3rd and 2. They're going to give it to him again. Hits the pile. Second effort. Man. Third effort. Falls forward across the 35 and down to the 33-yard line with a first down. They start the 4th quarter at Bo Ryan Stadium in Niles. 35-14. Red Dragons with the lead.
Ooh.
So 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. 6 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Single receiver going to go far out to the right side. Going to stack 2 receivers now. All 3 go in motion from left to right. Brom goes to the right of Dukes. Gets the handoff. Running up the middle. And he'll have another big carry inside the 25 and all the way down to the 20-yard line. That's a runner you have to wait for 2nd and 3rd effort, and he picks up 13.
And I'm going to give some kudos to the referees because they could have easily said he was already down, and he wasn't. He was on top of the player. He continued to run after they thought he was stopped 3 yards before that.
Brom unofficially 14 carries, 121, and a touchdown. It is 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the Poland 20-yard line. 5:15 to play, 4th quarter. We're tied at 21.
You know, Anthony Carter and Dukes also should be approaching that 100-yard mark.
Carter now the back. Carter gets the handoff, running up the middle, off the left side, and he pushes all the way down to the 11-yard line. That's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Man, and what I'm seeing right now, and I don't know if you guys see it, but that offensive line is taking control of Poland's defensive line and starting to see guys on the defensive line with their hands on their hip. It's always an indication of getting a little fatigue.
And unofficially, puts Carter at 13 carries for 100 yards here tonight. 2nd and 2 from the 12. Under 4.5 minutes to play, tied at 21. Struthers a pair of timeouts. Poland has all 3. Carter is the running back. And we get a penalty for a delay on the Wildcats. So 2nd and 2 becomes 2nd and 7. So that delay cost them 5 yards and a big 5 yards.
Yeah, it's a big 5 yards because, I mean, that there, you have to be cognizant of what's going on. Look at that play clock. Make sure you know where it's at. Got to get that snap.
2nd and 7, back to the 17-yard line. 4:14 to play in the 4th quarter. Two receivers to the left. Tight end goes in motion, settles in the backfield. Dukes gave the ball to Carter, and Carter's stopped at the 15-yard line for a gain of 2. It brings up a critical third down conversion attempt.
Yeah, that 5-yard penalty was crucial there, taking them back, but it's still about 6 yards away from getting that first down.
I feel like I'm in the movies. 3rd and 5 from the 15-yard line. One receiver split far out to the right. Now they'll move 3 in motion to that right side. Give it to Brom.
The ball's loose.
On the turf as they fumble the exchange. Poland says they have the football. We'll wait for an official indication. Yes, they do. The third turnover, the third fumble for the Wildcats. Poland has the ball back in a tie game with 3:22 to play.
Boy, that was big there.
At Bull Ryan Stadium, Niles pulling away, leading 41-14 in the fourth quarter over Girard.
Yeah, they did.
So 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Again, Coach Pavlansky will have all 3 of his timeouts. Coach Bank with a pair. 3:22 to play in tonight's fourth quarter.
You got to secure that football, and you got to make sure those handoffs are taken correctly now.
And
timeout.
Coach Pavlansky going to use one of those timeouts. We'll step aside as well. 3:22 to play, fourth quarter. Struthers 21, Poland 21. We're back after a break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Hey, football fans, don't miss the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey at the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown. The Phantoms are preparing for the upcoming season as they take to the ice to defend their Clark Cup championship. With over a dozen highly touted prospects on this year's roster, the road to the NHL clearly runs through Youngstown. Purchase season tickets, group tickets, and individual game tickets now by calling 330-747-PUCK. That's 330-747-7825 or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Clark Cup champion!
Back here at Poland, 3:22 to play in the fourth quarter, and we are tied at 21 between Struthers and Poland here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Looks like a fairly busy night in college football tonight.
Yeah, it's the SMU, the Temple.
Yeah, you know who quarterbacks for the Temple Owls, right?
Yeah.
Kurt Warner's son.
Yes, absolutely.
Had a pretty good freshman year last year.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm a head coach, and we still have a little bit of a delay for the timeout on the field, and I have a chance to recruit a quarterback of either a former player or a former coach, I'm going to do that every time.
Yeah, for sure. You have to. Somewhere in that bloodline, there's something they're able to do, so you definitely want to do that. And I've seen him play against Miami in Florida this year. It's not a bad quarterback.
No.
At all.
He's a little undersized, but other than that, very skilled. 1st and 10. Poland from their 17-yard line. Pagano takes the snap. Deep drop to throw. Going to take the shot for Fulton. Made the catch in Struthers territory. I don't know how he caught that football. He split the 2 defenders. And that ball was down to the 47-yard line.
And he was right there. I mean, 2 defenders right there. I actually thought the ball was going to be intercepted the way they were positioned and to be able to squeeze that back. But that's one of those things where, you know, the guy wanted it more than the defense. And they went and got it.
And the defensive back to try to make a play on the football went down. On the turf. Let's see, that is number 5 for the Wildcats, Mason Chappelli. And, and the way he reacted, and you can't always tell, but it looked like he might have got poked in the eye. The way he kind of reached for, you know, the face mask upper above the shoulders area.
Yep.
And they are going to take a look at him as That was a good throw by Pagano, but it was also a risky throw into double coverage.
It was double coverage. They both was in position, just didn't react to the football correctly, and Colt was able to go back and get the football. A lot of times receivers see where the ball is and can get there quicker, but I believe they did not react quick enough to be able to. They were in position. They definitely was there.
So Poland will have the ball at the Struthers 46-yard line when we resume play with 3:14 to play here in the fourth quarter. And a tie game at 21 apiece. And again, both of these teams look like they will be hosting next week. We will wait for an official word on that. Of course, late Sunday afternoon is when we expect to get the final official pairings. And good to see him up and making his way here to the sidelines. Chappelle, a 5'10", 165-pound senior for the Wildcats. So we have 3:14 to play in the fourth quarter. And what has turned out to be the game of the week. Poland and Struthers tied at 21. Pagano going to hand the ball off to Fulton, try to cut back to the left, and he was thrown down defensively by Jason Dukes, who's had a good night on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, he sure has, and especially coming up in run support, he's been doing a good job of coming from that safety position and actually coming down in the box and being able to make some tackles right there at the line of scrimmage.
Gain at 2 for Fulton. 2nd and 8 from the 44 as we approach 2.5 minutes to play in tonight's fourth quarter.
He's going to have to check his keys, though. He come down there a little bit too early. There'll be somebody right over the top, wide open.
Pagano takes the snap. This time gives it to Natoli. Sweeping to the outside. Natoli got across the 40.
Wow.
But it's going to bring up 3rd down. He'll pick up 4. It's 3rd down and close to 4.
Man, you're talking about a defense converging. Because when he broke to the sidelines, it looked like he had a lot of room to run and pick up something big. They converged quickly.
Yeah, this defense really reads and reacts to the football very well, and they tackle as a team.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. They bring all the hats right to the party, and those guys are definitely getting there with some bad intentions when they get there.
1:39 to play in this fourth quarter. 3rd and 4 for the Bulldogs. Both sides up on their feet. Pagano to throw. Deep drop. Fires downfield and off the hands of Cole Fulton. And incomplete. It's 4th down and 4.
Something we used to hear all the time back in the day on TV, alligator arms. He got him right there because that was thrown perfectly. That was a good pass by Pagano. But if you notice, he did not put his arms. He actually stopped running and just half-heartedly put those arms out. He kept running. He caught that. That ball was right there.
So 4th and 4 from the 40-yard line. 1:24 to play, fourth quarter. 21 all between Struthers and Poland. Trips to the right. Single receiver to the left. They empty the backfield. Pagano to throw. Now what do we have? Whistles, timeout Struthers before the snap of the football. So the Wildcats use one of their 2 remaining timeouts with 1:22 to play in the fourth quarter. A huge 4th and 4 coming up.
Very huge, because one thing we know Poland does have that we know the Struthers may not have is they have a kicker that's pretty good leg, and we done seen him hit from distances. And if they can pick up another 15 to 20, they can easily be in field goal range and have an opportunity to win with a field goal.
Tonight's fourth quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's Pierogi House on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Call Lena's Pierogi House at 234-254-8532. Cavs dropped to 0-3 in preseason. 0-4 in preseason with a 109-104 loss to the Pacers. They will open up the season right here on Sports Radio 1240 and Z104 Wednesday night in Brooklyn. 4th and 4 from the 40-yard line. Trips right, single receiver left. Again, they empty the backfield. Pagano to throw. Swings it out to Natoli in the flat. Makes the catch. Looking for the first down marker. He'll have it and more.
Yes, he did.
Natoli down to the 31-yard line. Haven't run a lot of screens, but that one executed well for the first down.
Boy, you got to make that tackle. And you got to play, I think you got to play it a little tighter, and they did not. And they picked up that first down.
Down to a minute to play, tied at 21. Fulton, the receiver, to the right side. Natoli gives the ball to Fulton. And Fulton, a short gain to the 29-yard line of 3 yards. And now Poland will use a timeout. Facing a 2nd and 7. 47 seconds to play. And we'll see what the range of Stefanson is if they need to use him.
Yeah. I mean, right now, if he had to kick, we're talking about a 46-yarder somewhere around there. And that's, we didn't see him in warm-ups before. Not particularly tonight we didn't see it, but in earlier games when we covered them, he was hitting some deep ones almost around 50. But that was much warmer at that time. It's colder now. And I know the ball is going to be a little different. So I'm sure if they can pick up an additional 10 yards, somewhere in there, 9 yards, I think they'll feel a lot better in his chances in making a field goal.
Down into the low 50s, upper 40s tonight. 2nd and 7 off the timeout. Poland left with 1. Struthers also with just 1 timeout. Bulldogs going to set up 2 receivers left, 1 to the right side. The running back is Natoli to the left of Cole Fulton. Of Dom Pagano. Pagano going to roll to the outside. Going to look. Nobody open. He'll have to run with the football to get something and get out of bounds with 39 seconds to go.
I definitely thought I was going to see a flag in the backfield. Number 54 that was getting some pressure on the quarterback. To me, from here in this angle, it looked like he was being held, not even being able to get to Pagano. But there was no call, and the referee was right there. So, I got to go with him. He's right there in front of it. And he did not call anything, but it definitely looked like there was holding.
1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Pagano under center, 39 seconds to play, 4th quarter. He's going to keep it, just try to turn upfield and gets to the 19-yard line. That's a pickup of 3, and this looks like they may be trying to set it up the way Stefanson likes to kick from which hash mark.
Yep, that's exactly what it looked like, and everything is in their favor. They don't have to stop the clock. They don't need to do that until they need to. And it looks like they're definitely taking this clock down. Now we're in single digits.
Final score tonight, Louisville 20, Springfield 13. Also can tell you from Bowrine Stadium, it is Niles 41, Girard 21 in the 4th quarter. 3 seconds left, and Stefanson will come on to try to win this for the Poland Bulldogs.
Well, you're going to find out right now. Is it the one with the last possession, as I said earlier? Poland gets the ball last? Or will we be doing what you were smelling? And going into overtime.
So Poland has used their last time out. Coach Bayek has 1 left for the Wildcats. 2nd and 7 from the 19-yard line. Both teams heading to the postseason. Both teams look to be at home in round 1. Coming into play today, these teams were neck and neck. Struthers number 5, Division 4, Region 9. Poland number 6, Division 4, Region 9. Stefanson standing all alone at the 30-yard line. They will put this football down at the 26. So make it a 36-yard attempt. Hash to the left. Stefanson to kick. Maseko will hold, and now Struthers will use their last time out to make Stefanson think about it a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, you got to put a guy on ice. You got to do that. And use that fun. No use taking it. You can't take the timeout home with you. So you might as well call that timeout. Let them think about it a little bit more. But they definitely was running the ball to positioning him so he can kick this here. And it's going to be around 36 yards or so. Maybe a little further, maybe 37. But it's within his range.
That's something we have seen really dramatically improve over the last couple of years is the kicking in the Valley. I mean, Poland fans think back to Colt McFadden, who had a fantastic career here at Poland, went on to kick at Youngstown State.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both teams coming back to the field.
Yep. Well, the key here is Struthers got to get penetration up the middle. You got to get pressure up the middle. And that's what you got to do is come with all forces.
Again, from the 26, make it a 36-yard kick. Hash to the left for the win for the Bulldogs is junior Chase Stefanson. Josh Maseko will hold. Snap, good. Hold, good. Kick is going to be way short, off to the left, and no good. And we are heading to overtime here tonight at Dave Pavlansky Field in Poland.
Yeah, well, you smelt it early in the third quarter. As you said, I think we're going to be here. You're smelling something, and you definitely smelled right as we're going to extra time.
We will take a 60-second break. We will come back, and we'll begin overtime on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. Hey, football fans, don't miss the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey at the Cavelli Center in downtown Youngstown. The Phantoms are preparing for the upcoming season as they take to the ice to defend their Clark Cup championship. With over a dozen highly touted prospects on this year's roster, the road to the NHL clearly runs through Youngstown. Purchase season tickets, group tickets, and individual game tickets now by calling 330-747-PUCK. That's 330-747-7825 or go to youngstownphantoms.com.
Clark Cup champion!
We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School football game of the week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
As we get set for overtime, we welcome our listeners from AM 600, WRQX, and Western Reserve Radio 1 who have joined us. Mark Means, Dave Clark, Michael Rickard, Matthew Craven, back at our Western Reserve Radio studios in Struthers as we get set for overtime. And it looks like we are going to play at the far end of the field, opposite of the scoreboard. And overtime rules pretty straightforward. You start from the 25-yard line, and each team gets a possession.
Yeah, and see what happens there. And like I said, normally I would want to go on defense first so I know exactly what I need to duplicate when we get our chance to get the football. So
First overtime of the season, I believe. Second overtime of the season.
Yep. And the thing about this here tonight, I tell you, those 3 turnovers were big time.
Yeah, St. Ignatius and Austintown Fitch, of course, our first overtime game that went 2 overtimes before the Falcons won on a big kick. Again, another great kicker.
Yeah.
At Austintown Fitch, my apologies. I've seen so many players this year, I can't remember the name, but another great kicker.
Yep.
So Poland will begin this overtime on offense. Ball at the 20-yard line. First down and 10. Pagano has a running back next to him. Claps takes the snap. Pagano's going to keep it. Going to run into a wall of Wildcats, and Pagano going to be down to the 16-yard line. He'll pick up 4. It is second down and 6 from the 16-yard line.
You got to make sure that they are protecting the football down here, because that's big. And I tell you, that's one of the reasons Poland is in this position of a tie game, is capitalizing on turnovers.
Referee asked the game clock to be turned off since overtime is untimed. Second and 6 from the 16-yard line. They run it with Fulton, and he got pulled down right at the 15-yard line. After just a 1-yard gain, it brings up 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Ball resting right on the 15-yard line. 3rd and 5 from the 15. Tied at 21. First overtime between Struthers and Poland. They'll break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. 15 seconds on the play clock. They're now going to flank Natoli. He started him out to the right. Now they'll put him in the backfield. Pagano surrounded by Fulton and Natoli. Fulton's going to keep it. He got across the 15-yard line.
Well, they pushed him, trying to get him to that first down. I think they did.
And they all the way down to the 10-yard line. They let the play continue like they have all night long for both sides.
Yeah, I mean, you can argue the point they actually picked him off the ground and they might stop it, but they have been letting it go tonight.
It's one of those.
Possible.
Technically, if you push the back, that is assisting the runner, and that is a penalty in Ohio high school football.
Absolutely.
First and goal from the 10-yard line. 2 receivers go to the right. He's going to throw it. Fulton makes the catch, and he is throwing it back for no gain on the play. They're going to actually spot this for a loss of close to 2. It is second down and goal from the 12.
And I got to give another kudos to the referee, because that play, not knowing where he was at, he made a great defensive play, but he slung the player after they were out of bounds. And they could have easily thrown a flag, but they didn't.
Second and goal from the 12.
Oh, boy, that defensive back is so far off that receiver on the far side. And
Pagano looking that way, goes the other way for a screen. That pass is caught, and that pass is taken into the end zone for a 12-yard touchdown from Pagano to Natoli on the complete other side of the field.
Yeah, and that's it on the far side. They were so far off. The defensive back was lined up at about the 1-yard line when they're at the 10. And that is just too much cushion. And once he couldn't get back into play, so once they screened it off to that side, wide open.
So Stefanson will come on to attempt the extra point. Big extra point here for the Bulldogs. Good snap, good hold. Stefanson's extra point is also good. So first session of overtime, a 12-yard touchdown pass from Pagano to Natoli. Poland a 28-21 lead. Now Struthers to get the football.
Yeah, the pressure is on them now. That one, when you really think about it, was kind of easy for them to get on that play, because that was wide open. That was just given. You see a defensive back play that far off, you got to go to that side and just attack it immediately. Even if you couldn't get in the end zone, you were going to get a big gain out of that and get close to the end zone.
So Struthers now from the 20-yard line will have their possession of overtime.
They also are going to have to be very cognizant of holding on to the football. Bowling has been very good at causing turnovers tonight.
Dukes with a running back next to him. Fakes it. He's going to keep it. And Dukes is only going to get one. It is 2nd and 9 from the 19-yard line. Struthers has done a wonderful job running the football. Both teams have tonight. It is 2nd and 9 from the 19. Single receiver goes to the left side. One receiver tight end side, the hash marks. They're going to give it to the running back. That's Brom trying to turn the corner. Inside the 10.
Look at Brom.
Down to the 5.
Brom.
Pushing the pile.
Oh, my
for the goal line. It's 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
My type of guy.
Picks up 18 yards, and it's 1st and goal for the Wildcats.
The Bull Brom. That's what I'm going to call him. Because that guy took him from about the 8-yard line all the way down to the 1. And I'm not exaggerating. He had all kind of players on top of him. And he carried them.
139 unofficially for Devin Brom, the junior, tonight. And now a flag comes out.
Late substitution.
And it looks like Struthers broke the huddle.
Yep, with 12 men.
What did he say?
Well, broke the huddle with 12 men, and he did.
I didn't see somebody come off the field, though.
Yeah, he came off. He didn't get off in time. Number 1 was still on the field and did not get off in time before they broke that huddle.
So it moves them back to 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Dukes under center. Brom gets the carry. And he is down to about the 3-yard line. It's 2nd and goal from the 3. 2nd and goal from there. They're just joining us. First off, where have you been? 28-21, Poland leading Struthers in our first overtime.
Yes. This has been a great game tonight.
Dukes out of the pistol. Brom to his right side. Brom going to get it again. Going to lower the shoulder and hammer down to the 1-yard line. It is 3rd and goal from the 1.
Yep, almost there.
4 minutes to play from Bowrine Stadium. 48-28. Niles leading Girard.
Both teams put on an additional touchdown in that little bit of time since the last score.
So a touchdown here sends us to double overtime. Brom, the second back in the stack eye. Carter, the third. Dukes under center. Brom trying to leap the pile, looking for the goal line. Touchdown! That is a 1-yard touchdown for Devin Brom, his third score, and an extra point away from double overtime.
Now, here's the big decision now. They have been able to run the football with some kind of authority, especially with Brom and Carter. Do you kick the extra point, or do you go for 2 to end this thing?
I didn't know. You went right to controversy.
Yes, I did. I'm not waiting for a second. I'm talking about right now. Yeah.
And what is the old adage? You kick what? You kick the extra point at home. You go for the win on the road.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I'm wondering if they're thinking that because they have been able to pick up yardage. You know, now this is about from 3 yards out. But they have been able to move the pile. So do you do it? Oh.
I mean, and then does into this factor. Clinched a playoff spot. Probably already at home. Can't win a share of the league after South Range beat Hubbard tonight. All those things make you think a little bit more about maybe going for it here.
Yeah, absolutely. You're on the road.
We will see what the Wildcats do when they break the huddle for Coach John Bayek.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I seen him get into the end zone, I said, you got to think about it. I don't want to put all that pressure on my kicker. Let's go ahead and see if I can score.
They are bringing the offense out. Noah Carnahan will stay on the sidelines.
I have sat down this entire game
Time to get up.
I'm getting up on this one.
Struthers and Coach John Beck, they're going for the win here at Poland for consecutive wins over the Bulldogs.
Here it is.
It'll be Dukes out of the pistol.
Timeout.
Brom next to him, and Poland going to take a timeout.
I guess I can sit back down.
That's smart. That's smart by Coach Pavlansky. Let it come out.
Yep.
See the set that they're in, and then use the timeout.
Right. And most times if you're on offense, you actually have two diversions of plays. So this way, normally that's what's going to happen. They're going to call a timeout, and maybe you'll go to that second look that they don't have anything or idea that you may go to. So a lot of strategy here.
You might not necessarily knowing they have a timeout. Do you even come out in your favorite 2-point conversion play? Maybe you come out in your second favorite.
Yeah, that's true.
To go to that.
Yeah.
So we are out of timeouts here in double overtime. Struthers initially elected to go for 2 from the 3. Coach Pavlansky used the timeout.
Man, oh man.
What a way to go into the playoffs, Dave.
This is it. You're right. You're absolutely right.
This has the feel of a playoff game.
All the way.
Struthers going to keep
the
offense out there.
Yep, I like it.
Going for 2 and the win. Duke's the quarterback. Devin Brom to his right. 2 receivers tight to the formation. Now Carter goes in motion and all kinds of whistles and a penalty.
It's on them. A lot of motion.
Procedure penalty. Going to back them up 5. And do you change your mind now?
Yeah, this is tough.
So this is now from 8 yards out.
Yeah. If you're kicking it, it's 25 on the kick. So I don't know.
So the procedure penalty makes it now.
Now they bring in the senior quarterback that we talked about, we've seen on the sideline, number 9. He hasn't been in all night, and now he's in there at quarterback.
That's Najir Howard, a senior.
That is scary.
They're going for it.
Boy, that's a lot of pressure on a guy that has not been in the ball game.
Duke's in motion. They give it to him. He's going to look to throw. He throws to the end zone. The pass falls incomplete. No flag.
Oh, that's bad.
Looked like he got tackled.
That's bad.
But
that's terrible.
No flag.
That is terrible right there. I hate to say it. I don't want to be a guy that seems like I'm just calling for one team. That there, without question, was pass interference. Unless I just can't see good. I mean, absolutely being tackled.
The receiver dove for the football. It looked like he got pushed. No flag. The pass falls incomplete. And in overtime, Poland 28, Struthers 27. We come back and start the postgame show next on Sports Radio 1240, AM 600, and the iMedia One network.
You know, I understand.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Sandrock Concrete High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
And an incredible game here tonight at Dave Pavlansky Field in overtime. Our final score, it is Poland 28 and Struthers 27. With the win, the Poland Bulldogs finished the regular season 9-1 and 5-1 in the NE8. The Struthers Wildcats dropped to 7-3 and 4-2 in the NE8. Both teams will play on. It looks like both teams will have an opportunity to host next week. The official information that will come out on a Sunday afternoon. Unofficial numbers in this one. First for the visiting Struthers Wildcats tonight, Devin Brom, 18 carries, 145 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. Anthony Carter, 14 carries, 102 yards. Jason Duke, 16 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown. Struthers ran the ball really well tonight.
Yes, they did. And I mean, that's where they control things. That the big factor, turnovers. Those 3 turnovers were a big factor in Poland winning this game tonight.
Duke's throwing the football 2 of 3, 57 yards, 1 touchdown. Leading receiver, Devin Brom, who had the monster night for the Wildcats. 2 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown. For Poland, Dom Pagano, 15 carries, 68 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. Cole Fulton, who lined up all over the field tonight, Dave, 14 rushes, 54 yards, and a touchdown. Natoli, 11 carries, 48 yards. Vito Kamara had a 1 rush for 3 yards. Pagano unofficially through the air, 12 of 21, 142 yards, and a touchdown. Leading receiver, Cole Fulton, 5 catches, 70 yards. Andrew Todd had 4 for 43. Natoli, 2 for 20 and a touchdown. Oliver McCulley had 1 for 9, and all of that adds up to a 1-point win for the Poland Bulldogs in overtime, 28-27.
Yeah, what a game. I mean, it was a fantastic game. I hate the way it might have ended there in a controversial situation in which we all thought there was pass interference there. But, hey, like one of the coaches, and I like his response from Struthers saying, hey, if we didn't mess up on that play there.
The previous play.
And not get that penalty, we've been right in position to get that extra point or the 2-point conversion and win this game. So, that was good that he came off that way. And, hey, they both will be getting ready for the playoffs. Put it behind you now. You lost this one. Get ready for the playoffs.
Final score of Bo Ryan Stadium, Niles, a 20-point win over Girard, 48-28. And these two teams and us now head to Week 11 and the postseason.
Yeah, sure do. And I mean, this is something. It was a great night and a great game to be able to end the season, regular season, like this. This was a very well-played football game.
Sports Radio 1240, City View Sportscast. We'll have the Mineral Ridge Rams game next week at a site to be determined. Western Reserve Radio 2 and AM 600. They will have the Springfield Tigers game, site and time to be determined. And we will join you for that game next week. Thank you for joining us here on AM 600 and Sports Radio 1240. Big thank you to the great people here in the press box and the athletic facility at Poland. They're always very welcoming. We appreciate that. And they come with hot pizza, what doesn't hurt for a broadcast crew setting up for a game.
Yep.
For Dave Ferris and Matthew Craven back at our Western Reserve Radio studios. For Michael Rickard on the numbers, my partner Dave Clark. My name is Mark Means. Poland a winner in overtime, 28-27 over Struthers, right here on Cumulus Media Youngstown and the iMedia One Network. Good night, everyone.
We thank you for joining us for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio on westernreserveradio.com.